Okay, hello everyone. Should check this. Windows update is cool, super cool. There we go. Now we're good. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Cult of Azathoth. Everyone's here. A little late, but everyone is here, ready to go, including Livibee, who is off the back of a 25-hour stream. And yet Olivia Prime is the one that actually took a nap.
Look, she probably only slept like 10 hours. She didn't get in her 12. Like, you just give her a break. Poor
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, damn.
My bad.
bully.
My bad.
Shit. What a hater.
I know.
Anywho, it's very important that Olivia Prime is here because she seems to be the only one that can keep these guys alive.
That's a load of shit. We'll never find out if my we'll never find out if my plan actually would have been great.
Name one person that
medicine,
Olivia
though.
Prime
She
has
can heal.
killed, okay? Let's be real.
Name one person I've killed.
Well, I mean, she heals people. She can literally heal you.
You killed a cult member at least.
Yeah, feardragon's point
They attacked
was...
me.
No. This is a good thing.
Yeah, he's saying it's a
I'm
good
swinging
thing.
This is a positive.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Anyways, if you guys weren't here for the last episode, it was actually just last week. We have this episode now because feardragon will actually be away for the next couple of weeks, and we wanted to fit one in now as opposed to waiting a long time. But if you still missed it, it's up on YouTube alongside all the other VODs, as well as the one I had to fix because of my dropped internet all the time. So everything's there. But to give a little TLDR, last time they came back from the town of Bolton. And after talking to the author / illustrator of a book they read in Arkham about Azathoth, and he had some things to say. He was mostly closed-lipped, though. They stole a vial of powder that they don't know what does. No one does. And they also wanted to steal his book, but he didn't let them. So he left them with a note of making sure to look into this Hendrix character. Hendrix is a rich man who supports a lot of charities as well as funds a lot of orphanages. And coincidentally, orphanages have been reporting missing children, and other kids are saying, yeah, people have gone missing and I don't know why, so on and so forth. So they've gone back to Arkham. And they were immediately involved in what seems to be a bit of a carnival, a bit of a festival happening. Although things are just a little bit weird because it wouldn't be the Cult of Azathoth if it wasn't a little bit weird. But they initially almost went and killed 8 people, decided that wasn't the best action, and instead went and signed up to be a part of the neighborhood watch that they had people signing up for to watch out for ne'er-do-wells and evil monsters. And we're able to once again enter into the Bradley's mansion. You remember that was back in like episode 2 that they infiltrated it as bodyguards and Girl in Potato Sack. And they are now here waiting to see what the whole hubbub is about. That's where we left off. So, we enter into the scene once more, the Bradley's mansion, which is absolutely huge. It's on the waterfront or the riverfront. And they were allowed in because they signed up for the little token alongside a lot of other plebs, actually. So while there's plenty of guards and you weren't supposed to be able to bring guns in, although they did sneak all of theirs in, basically, they are surrounded by civilians for the most part, and it is a very not swanky thing going on. But there's multiple tables for food. There's still a couple of entertainers inside the mansion, and there's still plenty of places to visit in the mansion. If we all recall, in the last episode of the mansion hunt, as you can see here on my beautiful diagram that I made sure to draw, super nice.
I had to stifle a chuckle when Roll20 finally loaded.
Yeah.
Because those look like boobies.
I know. So I think too. So beautiful drawing right here. You can see that this is the grand staircase. They have just now entered with their guns, and off to the left is a hallway, which feardragon actually once investigated and found a door that he was able to get into that went down into the depths. He didn't actually go down the staircase. He just thought that was interesting and then left. And then there's hallways off to the right, as well as rooms up above, including the room where they pseudo-interrogated Amanda when they were friends with her before they killed her. So there's the lay of the land. It is a festival. It is a party. You see mostly normal people, but you also recognize some of the figureheads from earlier, like Orville Gibson, the fat cat who owns all the stuff at the docks, who probably knows more about feardragon and his circumstances than he lets on, as well as if you look far enough, you can probably see the younger Bradley anyways. The older Bradley has still yet to make an appearance in the last, year. He's just been in his room all hobbled and old and crippled. So, what do you guys want to do?
I think case the room, see if there's anything interesting going on. Do a generic check of what's happening around us.
Spot hidden, spot hidden, spot hidden.
Yeah,
Spot
that's what I
hidden,
meant.
yes.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Pass.
Okay, go ahead. That's a roll.
Boom.
Feardragon sees nothing. Maynard sees nothing. Livibee
Oh my
sees
God.
nothing.
Why does this game
We have
suck
one
so much
useful
ass?
person in this
Right.
party.
Like
Let's go, Anna.
it's 2019.
Anna,
And
roll that
I'm
die.
not against people that eat us, but this game really does eat us. Oh,
And Olivia also failed. So all
Cool.
4 investigators
2 of them were in the 90s.
don't really
By the way.
notice much. They see, again,
Yeah.
just some entertainers, a lot of friendly neighborhood interactions, as well as I suppose, clique of obviously people who aren't used to this crowd kind of off to the side talking amongst themselves.
Okay, 2 questions. One, I told, or I guess this is more of a statement that I want to confirm. I told everyone previously about the passageway downstairs that I had found before, right?
I'm fairly sure that was something you told them, yes.
Okay, yeah. Because if I didn't before, I would tell them now. But secondly, how armed are the guards?
So as you recall, these reddish dots are the guards that you can
Mhm.
see. They
That's red.
are, as far as you can tell, they aren't armed, but you got to assume that they probably are. They are looking quite dapper in business suits, and that's all you can really see.
Okay, we need a plan to try and get past the guards. Down that hallway on the left.
Okay. So you're going to go down to the hallway with the staircase, I suppose.
Because we're trying to find that guy, right? To talk to him?
Well, just anyone
yes.
that can explain to us what the hell's going on.
You guys came back to Arkham because you heard a lot more about orphanages and missing children, and you've kind of connected all the children and stars aligning thing with the orphanage, and Hendrix is directly involved
Yeah,
with
and-
that.
All the kids are gonna probably die tonight.
Jesus.
Probably.
One hopes not.
Who knows?
Like most likely. If we don't stop it. So we should probably stop it. Unless you guys want them to die. Do you guys want them to die?
I
Do
mean,
you
my
guys want the
character's
kids
pretty-
to die?
Do we have
My
a
character's
reason
pretty
to let them
nonchalant about
live?
that.
Oh my
You're actually
god.
like talking about this like that.
Yeah, we're
Is someone
talking
paying
about...
us
Do they
keep them
does
alive?
them just being born make them automatically deserve to live? I mean,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, what value have they produced for society so far?
yeah.
Well,
They haven't really contributed yet.
all the kids are still playing outside, right?
There was a lot of kids outside playing on the grounds. It was seemed kind of designated as their play spot, but that doesn't mean that there's not some inside and outside the grounds.
Okay.
Somebody please think of the children.
Okay, well, if we expect
Not
that they're
feardragon.
going to try and murder the children, it's probably not going to be up here on the top floor, the middle floor or something. I imagine it'll be in one of the other parts of the mansion. So I think it would make sense to try and find some way past the guards so we can access the rest of the mansion.
Yeah, but the mansion's pretty big. Like it's probably some sort of altar set up.
It's
with
probably some sort of
demon pentagram or
Mhm.
some sacrificial
maybe
offering.
behind some kind of crazy, like archaic looking door that leads to
always
this
in the
downstairs basement or
Yeah,
something
it's always in the basement.
that I've already been to. And I was saying we should go to.
Yeah. So
Olivia
you,
Prime, can you save us?
Yeah, bitch, why are you telling us? You already told us.
yeah, we should
Why
probably
don't you
go
make a
to
plan
the
about how to
dragon's den.
distract the guards?
Okay, I will shoot a guard in the head. Do you have a better plan?
No, I'm saying there's tons
Through
of
the
people
vents.
here. Why don't we just get like maybe a brawl started, or I don't know, something that would probably distract it. Like, there's tons of entertainers and there's tons of games.
Oh,
Are
you
there any
want to?
near the area where
That's
like
actually that's a really good idea. Let's start a
Anna
fight.
Kendrick, you want to start a brawl?
no, I'm saying
We've really
a
we've really
distraction
switched it.
basically.
She
We've
wants to make
changed
a
it.
distraction. I think that's a wonderful idea.
I'm on board.
Where are the guards largely concentrated?
It's
So
on the
they're spread out
diagram.
pretty
They're
thinly.
They're the brown circles.
Okay.
Evenly spread.
So
Yeah.
they're spread out. They're spread out pretty evenly. Is this place relatively packed, shoulder to shoulder? Are we talking concert mosh pit here, or are we talking like relatively early in a stand-up party, not too many people around?
We're talking shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder? Great.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm going to
So-
push to the edge of the pack so that the guards specifically. Okay, where are we trying to go? Where would you like to go
To
in
the
this
left.
room? To the left. To the left. All right, over there I go to the edge of that pack. Can I move my token?
I
Oh, you're
moved
moving my
it for you,
token.
so.
Thank you. They would like to go to left. I am going to start getting fake drunk and ornery with a random patron nearby.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay.
Can I ask about one other thing? Is this open bar?
Oh my god.
That's a good question.
It's-
Yes,
Okay.
they're rich. Yeah, sure.
It's also the 20s.
While he was doing this.
Wait a minute. No, there isn't. It's
It's
prohibition.
prohibition,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Everyone's got as much apple juice as they want,
Okay. So it's not actually open bar.
No.
and it's flowing with water and soda water.
Aw,
everywhere.
Come on.
Sparkling clear water everywhere. as
Not
much as you want.
even water.
Perhaps
Wine.
some people in the back could provide water.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best to acquire some water and see if I can get this in the form of a bottle. And then I will go and try and find a nice oily rag I can use to create a Molotov cocktail.
Oh my god.
He really
Where are
wants
we
to
going?
Molotov.
Oh my god. Where
I'm just saying, we literally fought
I was
an
gonna
army of
say,
zombies on
people.
the streets, and we're also trying to create a distraction. I'm just saying, 40 people burning alive is a great distraction.
I'll allow
I
it.
bet your roll will be so bad you're only gonna do 1 damage to one person.
That's fine.
Um,
That's still one person that's burning alive that will cause a distraction.
So, feardragon is the fastest of the group, so he'll go first.
Ooh.
You want to find alcohol. Now, how do you plan on doing that?
Well, I think I would look to see concentrations of people who were holding drinks that looked, or maybe the smell of alcohol, and I would probably
Alright.
follow something like that.
Go ahead and spot chick.
Hard
Ooh, okay.
success.
So
God
you
damn it.
notice that all those fat cats kind of hanging around each other up to the top right. If we're looking down on this preview, they look a little rosy on the cheeks, and they seem to be a little having a little too much fun, and not the children watching clowns and getting cotton candy kind of innocent fun. So you figure that they're probably not drinking apple cider.
So they're drinking orange juice
With vodka.
with vodka. Cool. All right, that's what I want. All right. So I'm gonna mosey over to that direction and try and see if I can spot wherever like someone is serving drinks. Maybe not like alcoholic drinks, but just something that looks like drinks, and I'll try and see if I can figure out how to order one.
So are you going up
Aren't you
to
specifically
the...
looking for alcohol?
Huh?
Why would you look for not alcoholic drinks? Aren't you looking for
No, no,
alcoholic
no.
drinks?
Alcoholic drinks. Because it's prohibition. They can't openly serve it.
He's looking for how they're getting their drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you move over to all the rich guys? Are you like trying to
Mm-hmm.
get involved in their circle, or...
No. Just in that general
Just
direction.
watch.
Because I assume if they've gotten the alcohol, knowing that humans don't change, when people get alcohol at a bar, they will stand at the front of the bar like assholes, and they don't actually move out of the way for other people to order. That these people would be the same, and that bar, wherever they got the alcohol, would be in that same general direction.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of just watch them for a while, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I'd like try and mosey in that general direction.
Okay. Well, you would remember that there is the kitchen in that direction. The
Mhm.
doors, the little red thing, the top right of the stairs. That's a door to the kitchen. So they're kind of hovering around the kitchen. Usually that would be the least likely place they'd be because that's where all the ruckus is, everyone coming and going. But for some reason they're staying around there. I want you to go ahead and roll a. Ooh, do you want to roll a disguise or a stealth?
Ooh, I'll roll stealth, I guess.
Okay, go
That's
ahead and
the
roll
most-
stealth.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh,
you forgot how good I am at stealth.
Right? I mean, you rolled a 3, so it doesn't even matter how
Yeah,
good you
yeah.
are. Okay, so what you notice is that Orville Gibson, who does recognize you, is actually part of that group, but he does not see you. And while he is not seeing you, you witness a waiter come by in a hurry, holding a bunch of, pigs in a blanket or something.
Mhm.
Party food. And gets stopped by Orville very clumsily, drunkenly, and kind of almost like loses control, but gets stopped by him. And you see Orville slip him something into the nice little fancy coat pocket of the servers and vest pocket, I suppose. And then the server kind of nods and hurries off to place the platter down at the side tables lining the walls with food, and then rushes back to the kitchen.
Okay. I think my plan will be to wait for that waiter to come back and try and pickpocket whatever drink he probably returns with. I'm guessing a drink.
Okay, well, what happens is he comes back and he's holding like 7 or 8 champagne flutes, like server style.
Champagne's not high enough alcohol content to make a Molotov cocktail, I think.
Well, it's champagne flutes in a Prohibition era, so it's not really champagne, and it's not really champagne. In fact, it looks like it's not sparkling at all.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's good shit.
gin.
That's what she's saying.
Okay, I'll try and semi clumsily bump into the waiter and snag one with my stealing. With my
Okay.
stealthy hands.
Go for it, buddy.
Okay. Sleight of hand. Hard success.
Well done.
Hold
Okay.
on, I want to rewind 2 minutes before to Livibee saying, "Yeah, go ahead. I'm pretty sure that this will go. You'll do 1 damage, and this will go terribly."
Well, you're not done yet. This has been
Yeah.
a multi-step process.
Let's not count our chickens before they
Yeah.
hatch here.
Let's just not celebrate before the victory is had.
Okay, so you pretend to be a little bit clumsy and kind of knock him over. He doesn't drop anything, and he kind of just looks at you in an annoyed way, while you swiftly take 1, 2 of the flutes off the platter. And now you have 2, fairly small champagne flutes. Are not exactly known for their capacity, but it's like pure gin. You smell it, and it's like pure gin.
I guess I would go off, and I don't want to take up too much time of everyone else's stuff here because I'm sure everyone else has stuff that they want to do that's more.
Oh, do they want to see you try and make a Molotov cocktail?
Do you guys all want to sit around and watch me make a Molotov cocktail?
But are you gonna throw them on the
Don't-
top?
Isn't it just a rag inside of a bottle of high-proof alcohol that's lit on fire?
Yeah,
Doesn't feel like it takes too long
I
to
thought
craft.
this wouldn't require a huge amount of technical skill.
No, it'd take all of 10 seconds. I have matches.
I was gonna return to the group and say, "Hey guys, so I can use this." You said I have 2 drinks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I have 1 for now and 1 for later. So I can say, "Okay, guys, so I can throw this into the middle of the party now."
So you're gonna burn people alive
Yeah, well, they're gonna die anyways
Tonight.
if we don't do something.
Can I suggest throwing it at a wall or something? To set the wall on fire?
Above a painting that's highly concentrated
painting.
around people.
Let's say an oil painting.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We could probably
Just
get better
burn the
surface area
house
on
down.
that.
Oh my god.
Sure.
We're locked
I mean,
inside too. I see this going quite badly.
Locate me the oil paintings in the room. Just kidding.
Oh, they're all around, really.
I mean, I was just
throw it-
thinking
throw it
the
at a curtain or
opposite
something.
side of the room from where we're trying to go.
Okay. So you tell them that's your plan, and they say,
Here are the matches.
Yeah. All right.
"Oh my
Alright.
god." Yep. Okay.
Well, we got to know where we're running before he throws it.
we
so we
we
all
want to
follow
go to the
him.
left.
Actually, hold
So-
on. Can I ask, where was Orville Gibson?
Top right.
That is the opposite side of the room from where we were going. All right.
Are you gonna set a guy on fire? Is that your plan here? Can I intercept?
Do we
if
really
you
like
are?
Orville Gibson? We're pretty sure he's in on this,
I'm
right?
indifferent, but
You
he
know.
could be useful.
Yeah.
You know that he has a lot of secrets and a lot of trade, legal
Yeah.
trade.
And also,
Mm.
I know that I had interactions that led me to believe he knows who I am, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's all the reason I need. Even if he was uninvolved in all this stuff, that's enough.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best to try and lob something from kind of like a general area of the Molotov cocktail, unless Anna or Avocado has problems with this.
You're literally telling me that you just went to the kitchen and got yourself a Molotov cocktail, and now you're telling me you're holding it in your hand, all burning and shit. And now you're like, you're gonna
Well,
You got
it's
a
not
problem
burning yet.
tell me anything wrong now?
It's not burning yet. I mean, I know that I have a timer for this.
Also, he wants to throw it at a person.
Can we just
Hey,
like not?
It's
Preferably
a
a
bad
person.
guy.
How about we take that as Plan B?
Preferably a group of people, is my understanding.
And for the record, I've stashed away the second drink somewhere in my back pocket or something.
Okay, then Plan B.
How did you stash away a champagne flute?
Were these
Oh,
in
indeed.
bottles?
Prison wall.
Right next to the
Got
king
a
in
lot
yellow.
of things
Oh,
floating down there.
Okay.
He's using it as a bookmark.
Okay, well, stashed away in the sense that maybe I'm just holding the second glass.
Yeah, don't do that, please. Could you really just not
Okay,
pretend to knock it?
suggest me
into the
an
guards.
alternative solution.
Just
I
pretend
hit
that you're
someone.
drunk
I
and
start a fight.
accidentally knock
Yes.
it into the guards.
Then people are gonna look at me.
Sorry.
You know what, Fair Dragon, you do you. These hosts
Live
can't
your
control
best
your
life.
Anyways,
life.
while he's doing that, I'm just gonna stand around the
All right.
area.
Avocado letting this happen? You okay with this?
As long as I know where I'm going, so we can get to the.
Okay,
location.
let's do this. All right, let's.
Okay, but where's the room? Is it up or downstairs?
It's on
to
your
the bottom
left.
on the map. It's the bottom left. I'm pinging it right now.
I'm ready. When
Okay.
when you create the
I
distraction.
find I
I'll
use the
wait.
best of my knowledge as an experienced hitman to try and create distractions for both getaways as well as assassinations to find an opportune place in the room to lob this cocktail from a weird angle or something in the general direction of Orville Gibson.
Okay. So, can you go ahead and throw?
Wait, why do you
Is
not
that a
like all
skill?
Gibson
It's a
again?
skill.
Yeah, throw is
Ooh.
a skill.
Oh.
What's that, Livibee?
I didn't remember this
Why
part.
does John Doe not like Orville Gibson again?
He knows who John Doe is, and also he's probably a bad guy.
Can I push this?
Oh yeah, you can push it.
Ooh, hold on. 20%
Dude.
chance.
Dude, wait. This is a lit incendiary bomb.
Oh,
Are
that's
you
a
sure-
good point.
Do
That's a good point.
Are you quite certain you want to push this one? Fail might be better.
A fail would
I
just
have
mean
a
that
plan
I
if
missed,
he
right?
really burns himself, though. Don't worry.
All right,
Oh,
well then
okay,
push it.
okay.
Yeah,
If-
then push
If
it.
you have a plan that I really burn myself, then maybe we're okay.
I'm
What
straight
if he
up
burns
hoping
one-
you do now.
All right.
You know what? Hold on.
God.
Let's push it. Hard success, baby!
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
I
so,
hate that his plan's working. I hate
Uh,
that.
Yeah. So he lights up the pitch, tosses it over a bunch of other patrons, and it hits Orville Gibson squarely in the head, which first of all kind of makes him dizzy, and then also like cracks on his skull and douses him in flames. Now, the other people next to him are not exactly too far away. As I said, we are shoulder to shoulder here. They're also doused in alcohol, and while not physically doused, they are definitely intoxicated and don't really react that fast to him being hit by a bottle or on fire. So there's a bit of a lag, a little bit of lag right there. And before you know it, gosh darn it, another one of them rich fat cats is also on fire. So you have lit 2 people on fire. After about 10 seconds, the rest of the crowd notices and starts screaming, "Fire, fire." And it resonates throughout the crowd, and the entire mansion is now screaming, "Fire." Now, this is before safety protocols. So you are definitely past fire capacity, all right? You guys are totally breaking current laws. There's also not really any way to put out fire, and people are also pretty dumb about putting out fires. Plus, Orville Gibson is drunk, and so are his friends, so no one tells him to stop, drop, and roll. Plus, he's probably knocked out by the bottle hitting his head. So he's on fire, his friend's on fire. A third person actually starts to get their pant leg on fire. Not severe yet, but annoying. And everyone in the mansion is now going crazy because there is a fire. They smell it. They hear everyone else saying fire. And you have women, children, young, old, handicapped. You have everyone now screaming that there's a fire. And they rush to the only exit they see, which happens to be where the rest of you are standing, except for Maynard.
Wait, the
We're gonna get trampled.
The exit is over at the entrance, isn't it? It's
You
over
guys
here.
are-
I
the
also moved
entrance.
to the left.
Maynard moved
Oh.
to the left.
Okay, well,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
not standing over there, so.
Hold up, man.
Where
Yeah.
Where did you come back to when you threw it at Orville?
He
Well, I
went
thought I was gonna-
downtown. 3-pointer. All the way from the door.
Yeah, no, I thought it was like around here or something.
Okay, that's fair. We'll put you there. So
Yeah.
you are in the midst of a mob who is trying to escape a fire, leaving the mansion into not exactly another mob of people, but certainly a lot of young children running around in a big
Oh
old
my god,
carnival.
we just murdered a bunch of people. Oh my god.
Now,
Is this
in
new?
this chaos, we have a lot of pushing, we have a lot of trampling going on. So I want John Doe to be the first one to roll for surviving being trampled.
Okay, look. I'm a pretty agile
Oh my god,
guy.
is this how we end? Trampled to death.
Final episode.
I'm a
of-
pretty agile, capable guy.
He
What
can
do I
roll
need
his
to roll?
dexterity.
Dexterity, I'm on it. Boom. Critical success.
Jesus. Okay, so John Doe is like a fucking cat,
I'm doing
right?
backflips
He basically
on these people.
he climbs on people and then does backflips off their heads
Oh
to
my
arrive
word.
safely to the other side of the crowd, which is the the stairwell.
He
So he can-
Naruto runs over to Amos.
He what?
Oh, boy.
Naruto runs.
No, he actually does not run over to you. He had
Oh.
to think swiftly on his feet, and he saw that everyone was not on that staircase. So he quickly gets a leg up on the first lip of the staircase and then runs up the rest of it because no one's there. But there are 2 people who are on the direct way of the exits. So next up, we're going to have, I think, Avocado with the second highest dexterity is also going to roll her dexterity check.
Allowing this
gotcha.
to happen.
She succeeds. She sees the impending doom, and before the crowd goes too wild and tries to evacuate over each other, she definitely sidesteps to the left where her buddy was. I don't remember which one you are. I think you're the yellow one, yeah. Oof, shouldn't have said that. But you are yellow
side
on the D&D thing.
As a quick side note, I was a magician, so I think you have me swapped with
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Maynard?
Sir
Or-
Magician.
Yeah, there you go.
And last but not least, we have Anna also needing to do her dexterity check.
Good
She succeeds.
luck.
Oh, nice.
Boom!
No one died.
All
Look
right.
at this. I'm a
All right.
freaking genius.
She quickly follows Avocado's lead and escapes to the left side with Maynarde and watches the crowd push and topple and tear each other apart in their desperate need to escape, while over to the top right, John Doe can witness Orville Gibson burning to death, probably, his friend probably burning to death, and a couple of actual good bystanders trying to get them off of, being on fire. Kitchen staff also comes out and wonders what the ruckus is and sees that someone's on fire, and they have a better idea as to how to end that. So they're trying to smother it and whatnot, but the chaos has already ensued, and the entire mansion is starting to go empty, and you gotta assume that the outside is not going so well either. While this happens as well, Clayton Bradley, good old Clayton, was waiting to do a very epic speech at the top of the stairs. Now comes running down from his room where he was practicing his speech and sees that everyone has evacuated and that there's the smell of fire and people on fire. So he quickly rushes past John Doe without even thinking about it and tries to help his friends, the rich guys. Okay, there you go.
All right, guys, let's go to that room.
You sure you don't want to kill the rest of this family, you fucking nutcase?
I got everybody's approval for this plan.
You got my matches is what you got. You did not get my approval. No one
That's
asked for my approval.
basically your approval. Not only did you approve, you helped me.
Let's go in that room.
All right.
I thought it was a good plan.
Just to confirm,
Yeah,
the
I mean,
guards are
what?
not manning their posts at that one hallway anymore.
The two guards at the front are now overwhelmed and people escaping. The two guards to the right side and the four guards, actually, all the ones on the right side of the mansion are trying to make way to help, with the two on the top probably already there, two on the bottom probably pushing through the crowd unsuccessfully. The left two guards, let's see, what would you do if you weren't part of the crowd, but you still had to do something about it? I'd say they also kind of ran over to the right side. The guards next to our heroes here are also trying to manage the crowd now, but aren't being very successful with it. So they're not paying attention to you, that's for sure.
All right, let's go. Just a quick check.
Yeah.
Does it seem like the house is burning down?
It does not. Your
Okay.
aim was true, and you hit just a
Okay.
person and
Okay.
the floorboard, which is staying sturdy.
Okay, cool. We're not under a timer now, guys. We're good. Let's go.
That's good, yeah.
I'm so proud of you guys. They really thought
We're
you were
the
all
best.
going to die.
Turns out multiple critical successes in a row. It's pretty
Blue
good.
spot hidden again.
That's some Livibee action.
It helps, yeah. Okay, so you make your way off to the left side. I'm just quickly flipping to see if I have anything here. Nah. Yeah, doesn't really. Yeah, it doesn't help.
This beer's working, so I'm gonna get another one.
That doesn't help me either. Okay, but I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way then. Drawing it is. Nice. Clear the board. Oh boy, draw shape. Okay, so you're coming out of the hallway into the rest of the rooms. Which actually, yeah, I guess would just be that. I'm getting better at this thing, man. I'm figuring out the way they want me to actually use these drawings. It's stupid, in my opinion, but it works.
Right when we die. The episode when we die, everything's figured out.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
we're late game, so it's like figuring out the game and like the
Figured
it's
out
like
the
being on the
mechanics of
final
Final
bo-
Fantasy VIII after you
yeah.
level to level 99.
you're like on
Yeah.
Ultimate Sierra and you're like, oh, I think I get this combat system now.
Okay, so you have hopefully that's pretty visible. Technically, John Doe is still kind of trapped on the staircase, but you guys have now entered into the hallway. And if we remember, oh, come on, why does it keep turning to this weird green? I don't know how this line thing is supposed to work. Oof.
Oh, because I think it's the color of your.
Oh, of me? Hey, I might be right. Okay, well, apparently I can't use the polygon line correctly, so we're just gonna... Son of a... Trying to make doors! Why is this hard? Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Ignore that one door in the middle. It's a little misshapen.
ZombieGrub's looking to get into architecture after she's done being a streamer.
I should have just gone into The Sims and made this mansion. That would have been the best option.
That would be so cool.
That's such a good
playing D&D
idea.
with
Yeah,
Sims?
you should Sims our future areas and then just grab like a screen grab.
Okay.
No, we
Sims
could just
takes
control.
quite a while.
It does,
We could just
actually.
control our
It's like
characters in The
legitimate.
Sims.
Don't you just... Isn't there like hacks and stuff to have infinite money?
No, it's not that. No, I would... I would be the dumbest person ever if I started a new sim and was like, time to work my way up to a mansion.
Well, that's what I thought I was talking to here. I'm like,
No,
she
no,
thinks
there's
she
a-
needs to work for like 8 weeks to get the money to...
1 week
There's a
of
free building
streaming.
mode. It's just that when you actually build a house in The Sims, you're actually building a house. Like, you have to know how to work with the levels and terrain and appropriate connections between doors and walls and stuff. It's kind of annoying. I've tried because I was like, I'm going to build myself a house. It's going to be a beautiful house. And I tried and I was like, oh no. Let's not do this. Anyways, I was trying to make different colored doors and I failed. There you go. That's a door. And then magenta is a door. And the something is a door. Dark purple. I don't know. There you go. And if you need a actually, you know what? I'm not going to remind you guys of anything. Never mind. You guys have to guess about this one. Sometimes I just take it so easy on you guys. Okay. So you have 3 doors that you can see down the hallway. This is definitely not to scale. It's actually a very long hallway. But there are, as I said, 3 doorways that you can see. And John Doe is kind of stuck behind, waiting for the crowd to move before he can join you.
So there's 3 different doors?
Mm-hmm.
Which is the one that I know about?
I will only tell you that when you join up with them.
Okay. Can't do much. Good luck.
Time
Alright.
to just start opening doors.
Yeah, let's go. It's door opening time.
Well, if I recall, each of the doors were really...
Good old Livibee trying to spot hidden. Doesn't work, though.
Okay.
You see nothing.
The door that I saw was like... It stood out a lot, I remember, when you mentioned it to me. Like, it was pretty ornate.
Maynarde also doesn't see anything. Okay, Olivia does. So Olivia sees that the first door, the dark purple door or whatever, is fairly ornate. It has nice like etchings and it looks kind of old and withered and perhaps a little different from the rest of the house, but it's a old historic mansion, so not too bad. You also see that the handle, the knobs, the doorknobs, there we go. The doorknob is very ornate and seems to have a key to access it. The magenta door, the one in the middle, kind of looks the same, except that instead of, I put magenta, but instead of brown, it's more of a tan. And then the orange door at the far end is a little harder to see for you until you get closer, but you see that it is a single door and not a double door. That's about it.
Okay, so the first 2 are really elaborate, right? But then different colors?
Yes.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, door number 1, let's
Oh,
go.
God. Yeah, number 1, let's go.
Okay. So you, Olivia goes up to walk to door number 1, and I assume tries to, what, you open it, you look at it, you what?
Try to open it, see if it
Yeah.
opens.
Okay, you try to open it, and it jiggles. You know, you try and open it and makes a bunch of sounds. It doesn't open, though.
Door number 2.
How long does it take me to get there?
Ew. Well, there's a lot of people that are trying to make their way out, even though it isn't a catastrophe like they feared. People are still making their way out because no one wants to be near a burning body.
Mm,
So probably another minute.
okay.
You try and open this door. It is also locked.
Door number 3.
You try to
This is
open
really good
this
content.
door. And you find that it is, in fact, open. So
Nailed
you
it.
can open it.
It's the guards' quarters. All the guards immediately stare at you and say, "Who are you?"
Oh, they're on fire. You don't know about that?
That would be such a good cover. Oh my god. It is not. It is not the guards' quarters. Sorry. You open it up, and it's a room. It's you draw another. I guess. Do the shape this time. This is the room that you went into. I should have color coded it. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? All right. So you enter in.
What's wrong with you?
And you entered in through the door here. Oh my god, I hate that it goes back to the same fucking color. And you see that it's actually just a bedroom. You know, maybe like a guest room even.
Ugh.
It's got a bed. It's got tapestries. It's got a dresser. It's got a bathroom in the far corner, I suppose. Like a door to the bathroom. Doesn't look like there's very much.
All right, searcher, search and seek and destroyer, Olivia Prime. What next?
I guess we look around. I mean, there's nothing much
How-
else we can do.
How solid are these? So these doors that are jingling. How solid would you say they are?
Pretty solid.
That are locked.
They're definitely meant to not be broken down. I mean, if you had like an axe, I guess it'd eventually happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So they don't have any like external lock of any kind. They're like an internal locking mechanism.
That you can see.
Mm.
At this
Rip.
point, Fear Dragon's character does actually arrive.
Hey, cool.
He's
I
good.
arrive.
This
and I
one's good at
say,
lock picking.
Cool, and I say, "Hey guys."
Ooh.
And this is where I'm going to ask the keeper if I'm going crazy about this, because I should have done a good job of keeping notes of this. But if I recall, I did something last time I was here. There was either a key here. I might be mixing this up with Amanda Phillips's apartment or house. But there was either a key in the lock at Amanda Phillips' place, or there was a key in the lock here, and I took the key.
I don't think you did that. I think
Okay.
you, from what I remember, you came in and the door was actually already ajar.
Maybe that was it.
Because that was right after the weird monster thing.
Right.
And that the inside lock looked like it was banged up. Like the inside of the
Okay.
door.
Maybe that was it. Well, either way, I will say, hey guys, you're at the wrong door. This is the door that I was talking about. And then as I give it a jiggle, I see it's it's locked, and I would immediately go to try and pick it.
Okay, try and pickpocket. Or not pickpocket, pick lock.
Extreme success.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Unfucking
Okay,
believable.
so you pick the lock as you best know how, and it does create a very satisfying unlock sound. You go to open the door as you brandish it, you know, because you're feeling very good about yourself after all these successes. You now have to roll a Constitution check.
Oh, Jesus.
For the record, can I put before I roll this? Is this something that I can push if I fail?
No. Okay, so unbeknownst
Had to
to
end
you,
sometime in.
this was trapped. Now, you don't really know what exactly was the trap, but you know that suddenly you feel like you're having a heart attack. You feel like someone is actually clutching your chest and just like slowly holding on and strengthening their grasp on your heart. So you lose a point of health, and you also have to roll for sanity.
Who traps a locked door?
A cult, feardragon.
Just saying, there we go. Thanks for the
Oh
mention.
my.
Was that a cult or a cult?
The occult
Both.
is a cult.
Okay. I had to roll what?
Sanity.
So
So first of all, roll 1d6. Roll 1d8. So you take 4 points of sanity damage.
Oof.
I roll that before I roll sanity?
There's an automatic sanity loss and then a check for more sanity loss.
Did he ever regain his sanity? Wasn't
No.
he like the
Oh
lowest
god, I
one?
succeeded.
So yeah, go ahead and roll your sanity now. Oh, you did, sorry. So you succeeded though, so you don't take any more sanity loss.
Okay.
So you
No,
just
I have
roll a
never
little bit more
recovered my
sanity.
sanity, Olivia.
And you also marked your lost point of health, right? I don't believe any
Yep.
of you fully recovered.
I was at
No,
8 out
we're
of
all
9. I'm at
we're
7
all
out of 9
we're all
now.
mostly dead. I think.
No, I'm doing pretty well.
I
You
let you guys first aid a little bit more, and the nap at the hotel took.
Okay,
helped
I'm
a little bit.
above 50% health, but I'm not doing great.
Yeah. Okay, so that seems like an eternity for you. You're really quite freaked out, but it passes eventually, and you're sitting there clutching your chest and breathing really hard. The rest of them only witness what seemed to be like 5 seconds of your time, and are kind of like, "What is like what happened? Is it okay?" It's up to you to tell them if you think that it's it was cursed, or if you just had a panic attack, or whatever you want to tell them.
Tell them nothing. I just laugh a little bit. I go, let's go, guys.
Let's go, girls. Venom.
Uh,
I just want you to go insane and start singing that song. So the door is now open. It's slightly ajar. He actually let go of it before he could fully.
I pour my
Flourish.
alcohol into the jar.
What jar?
It's slightly ajar.
Oh Jesus. Okay. So
you should have killed him when you had
you
the
can't
chance.
really you can't see into it. What do you guys want to do now?
Well, we're in a brand new room.
You guys
Pull him
just
in there?
watched him open the door. You're not even in the room yet. You're still in the hallway.
Hey guys, here's a thought. Fire creates light. Molotov cocktail creates fire.
Molotov cocktail torch. Sounds like a good idea to me, guys.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Whew.
Open ideas.
Oh, what? This room's dark.
Yes, it is.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I have matches. Remember those matches I gave you?
That's true.
Yeah, let's light this room up.
I mean,
Let's have a look.
one
Let's see if
match
we
is
can,
more than like
light a candle or find a switch or something.
Well, is there anything in this hallway that's like is it being lit by lanterns or is it being lit by candles? I don't know.
Good question.
Well,
Anything basically that we can take with us.
It's lit by lamps, but like the type that you take the top off and then there's a candle wax in it. You can't really carry it around.
Oh, okay.
well.
Can I check
yeah,
that room?
You can check the room that was opened.
Yeah, the hotel room, basically.
Oh, the bedroom.
The guest room, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you still want to check it. Okay, yeah, go ahead. What do you want to check?
Is that spot hidden or? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
looking
spot
for
hidden.
it.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, the one thing that you notice is that there's a not tapestry. There's an oil painting. Don't light it on fire. There's a painting of a woman and a baby over the fireplace mantle that I didn't draw, but yeah. And that it looks like it hasn't been slept in many, many years. It might just actually be a guest room that they decorated. Otherwise, you don't see very much. There's no bookcase with a secret book. There's no...
I mean, is there
Monster
like a
under the bed.
lantern? That's all I was really looking for.
Is there a lantern?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'll say that there is. There's on the dresser. There's a little like old-fashioned candlestick holder.
Cool.
with a
All
candle
right,
in it.
I bring that to them before they start throwing up more alcohol.
Well done. Okay, so she now has a way to carry candles, and you have a way to light them with your powers combined. You just have a torch.
Hooray!
Fuck yeah.
Old-fashioned or modern? Good point. All right, now who wants to take the first step?
Who has the most hit points?
I opened
I
the
have
door.
8.
It's more than me.
I only have
Fear
7.
Dragon, you have 7. Olivia, Prime.
I'm not going first.
Olivia 1, you're our number 1. Get in there.
Oh, all right. But who's got the candle? Who's lighted? Do I have to
We're,
grab
we're
the
giving
candle?
we're giving the candle to you. You are
Oh my
leading.
God.
You're
All
taking
right.
point.
I'll do it. I'll take the candle, and I'll go into the darkness. Light the way for you, scrubs.
Do it.
All right. So, as you enter into the door, you see that there is a grand staircase leading down,
Cool.
descending down. Not really. You can't really see how far. You take a quick look down, and you see that obviously there is a bottom. It's going to take like 5 minutes to get there. I believe Fear Dragon actually saw that too, with the light of the sunlight behind him. But regardless, there's nothing else that you really notice with an actual light in your hand. There is no grand chandelier that you can turn a light switch on. It is just a creepy, old, dusty, cold way down into what looks to be maybe a cellar.
Okay.
Guys, that's our destination. I've read a bit of H.P. Lovecraft. Every single cult is at the bottom of a dusty cellar.
Really?
In
Is that what
a hidden
Amos
staircase,
says?
and a hidden staircase, all the way down.
Is Maynard
No,
saying
that's
that,
not
or
what
is
Amos says. That's what
saying that?
Maynard says. That
Okay.
I'm metagaming.
Do we hear anything?
Spot check.
Everybody, spot hidden.
Oh, God. No, I didn't even
More
try to
rolls
do
is
that.
better. God,
Oh Lord.
I fumbled.
Hey!
Hey, the person with the candlestick.
I got 100.
It
Can you
checks
look so
out.
hard that your eyes hurt or something like that? Like, what happens when you roll 100 when you spot hidden?
You look too closely, and you actually put your eyes underneath the candle.
You fumbled.
You get
You fumbled a fucking sign.
yeah. Fuck this fucking game. Can I come back in a bit? I'm just gonna go make a coffee.
Yes. I'll have your
No, no, no.
punishment waiting.
Don't make coffee. Make alcohol. It's worked for me.
Oh, dearie me. What an adventure, guys. And think of his
I think-
punishment for failing
was
the
upset.
spot hidden roll. Oh, yeah,
He was looking hard, and then the wax fell in his eye.
Oh my God! Did he fall down the staircase?
And
I
that's
could
how
Yo,
have-
I want that to happen.
He
I'm not
dies.
telling.
He dies and falling down.
I'm not fucking telling.
Died on a spot hidden.
This is the opposite of the time. The first time we ever played D&D, we played a World of Warcraft D&D, and we went to the first Horde dungeon. I forget what it's called. I think it's in the Barrens, right? And we were like traversing the terrain and like doing jumps and stuff, and then we reached a place where you have to jump over it. And my friend's like, no, wait. I want to see what's under, like what we're jumping over. Okay, so I'm gonna like spot check, and she does it, whatever it is in D&D. And she rolls a natural 20, and our DM is like, it's just water. She's like, oh. Everyone gets so Wailing Caverns, thank you, exactly. Everyone gets so excited when they get a natural 20.
Just water.
She had described it. She was like, you guys were jumping over just like, running water and, vegetation, and you're on to your next. And she's like, no, I want to check. Yep. That's water. Hey,
That's cool. Your first D&D was for World of Warcraft?
It's the first one I remember. I'm pretty sure it was. It's possible our first D&D was Wheel of Time, though. Because of my friends are big Wheel of Time nerds. I didn't understand it really at the time. I read it because they read it. It's one of the D&Ds I would love to do, though. But
Is that the book you're reading that you said you could make a drinking game out of?
yes. It's like my 6th reread. And Robert Jordan is not a very original writer. It's like not even after he wrote 9 books, I think, before he died. That's many, many years, because all these books are like 1,000 pages. And it's not like at the 9th book you were getting tired of them. 2nd book, you're already like, okay.
You read 8 more after that. It sounds like a more fun D&D campaign than most people's, though. Mine was not great. My first D&D campaign was 8th grade, and I think I tried piss. I literally died trying to piss in a skeleton's eye.
Wow. This is going to be a worse way than Maynard dies.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Maynard.
Hey, Maynard.
We're just
Hello.
talking about
About
our
your
D&D
fumble.
experiences. All right, so you fumbled
I can
a
tell you
spot
about
hidden.
mine, but you've been there for it. So
I burst your cherry.
you did.
Just
Cherry
thrust it
popping
right in
sometimes
there.
fun. Sometimes it hurts.
Now she's gonna throw you down some stairs. She's done with you.
You, like many other people, kind of like, poked your head in to see what was going on, and you cocked your head a little bit to see if you could hear anything down there, and then you couldn't really hear anything, so you kind of like listen a little bit more, and before you know it, you're actually over the edge of the stairs, and there's no safety railing. So go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so before you
man.
know it, you have toppled down the first step and are just crashing along down the first flight of stairs before you reach a platform. Lose 1 point of health. The amount of times you fumbled is if 100s
No,
were
it's
20s, man.
it's amazing in a bad way. The amount of times I fumbled.
You know
Yeah.
what? We're gonna do a D&D roleplay next, just so that your higher rolls can actually be good.
Hundreds of critical there.
Yeah, but then I'll start rolling ones.
Okay. All right, so lose 1 point of health. So you guys all just witnessed Maynard crash rather embarrassingly down the stairs. But nothing bad happened to him. Besides that, he did not trigger any traps. So you know that much. First, 10 steps are safe.
Thanks for going first, man.
No problem. My pleasure.
Okay, so Livibee does successfully do that. So after you have collected yourself on the second platform, she now is able to listen appropriately and hears the sound of tools. So some banging and then some what's maybe some sharpening on leather straps. That's all you can really hear, though.
Yeah, we stumbled into a sex dungeon. This is
This
nasty.
is good.
Thought I recognized that smell.
The smell of a sex dungeon?
Just the smell of sex, feardragon.
The smell of sex.
Why are you
When you're in a dungeon and it smells like sex, it makes it a
sex
Dungeon.
dungeon?
One day you'll know. Don't worry. That day
sorry,
will come.
feardragon.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
day, the rest of us adults will also know the
Look,
smell of
When
a sex
esports
dungeon.
finally has the appropriate amount of money,
One day, when I can afford a basement in San Francisco for an extra $3,000 a month.
yeah, man.
I'll know what
Eventually,
a sex dungeon sounds like.
events are going to cater to what the people really want, and our green rooms will be equipped thusly.
Yes, exactly. Can't wait to just walk into a green room and there's a sex swing right there. It'll be a good time.
What is this sex swing? Never mind. Anyways, we hear
You pure
the sound of tools.
you pure soul.
It's not like I'm like super experienced. Like I just
I
watch
don't want to
movies.
know that we hear the sound of tools. Cool. Let's move forward. What do we see hallway wise?
Well, you guys,
Excuse me. I think someone's at my door. Hold up.
you guys just continue down the stairs. It's up to you.
Oh, we're
for
not
what you
even at
do.
the bottom yet.
No. We're only on like the second flight of
Wait.
stairs.
If we spot him again, maybe Maynard will fumble like a second.
Yeah, like how many
And
flight
fall
of stairs
down the
can we keep?
rest.
Like,
Let's say that
looking
there's like
around?
6 platforms. It's as I said, it takes you like 5 minutes to get down there, assuming you're not
Okay.
tumbling the entire way.
5 minutes of
Then it
stairs?
takes 3 minutes.
That's pretty deep.
all right. So
It
then,
goes
I guess,
deep.
That's like
Hey.
Statue of Liberty time.
No,
Right?
no, it's not. 5 minutes is not that
Way
long. What the fuck?
taller.
How long does it take to climb the Statue of Liberty?
20 minutes?
But I mean, going down. Sorry.
15? Like I actually don't know, but I can
Oh.
guarantee you it's not 5. I mean, we've been
Hey.
tempted to walk the Washington Memorial, and it was a hard note for me.
Okay.
I've walked the Eiffel
Sorry.
Tower. Definitely took more than 5 minutes.
Oh, look at you with your fancy
Going
little cup
down?
of coffee.
Yeah, Michael. I made myself an espresso.
Fancy.
Well, that's why you're rolling so poorly. You need alcohol to roll better.
Apparently.
Anyways,
It's working for you.
now Maynard's on the front line without the torch, so I'm assuming he's gonna wait for you all before heading down.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing, being the smart character and all.
You'll have to
I'd
wait for
sit
me.
there
I
and
got
wait.
I got the torch.
Being the smart character.
Okay, so you guys continue making your way down. Do you do anything while you're going down there?
Oh, I'm gonna make sure I don't fumble on anything and lose any health.
I
Well,
fire
I'll
my
say that's a
gun in
given.
arbitrary directions.
I've seen it happen to a good friend of mine. So I'm gonna avoid that.
Yeah, I bet you did. Okay, so what? I put it as black, you stupid.
Nice.
I'm fine. We're all fine. We're fine. Okay, so you continue down, and eventually you make your way to the actual bottom. And it is a cement bottom with what looks actually to be a drain in the middle. And you're like, oh, a drain
Ugh.
all the way down here. That's weird.
That's
And
the ending I
to
told you.
the well, to the right of you, if we're looking at the stupid thing, is an entranceway into more double doors. Do we love double doors?
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
And now,
drain
if
that
you
goes down?
you guys don't even have the spot hidden to hear that there is the sound of a lot of like almost like machinery going on, and then you also hear the sounds of crying.
Like, is it children crying or full grown adult crying?
Spot check.
All right. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you serious right
I
now?
shouldn't I shouldn't have made fun of you. Oh no.
Nice.
I don't even. What do you even? How do you?
You hear the sound of
lean my
crying
head
too
against the
loudly and
door
take
and
1
I-
damage.
I straight up just like knock it in there.
I get. Okay, so Anna's just like, I need to hear it, and she like runs up to the door and she like pushes her head against it, making a solid thwack sound, and loses a point of health, and she also gets a bit
Woo.
dizzy.
She's like, now we're partying.
The rest of you, accurately hear that it is in fact the sound of children crying,
Children.
plural.
God.
Okay. Well,
Oh
right.
man.
upon Anna creating a giant sound effect for our arrival, I take out my gun.
Yeah,
Okay,
same deal.
you prep.
I'll
You
follow.
prep.
gun drawn, and I'll put one of my clips in it so it's loaded.
We're all prepped then?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to do next?
Nice.
Not
Bring
it
out my
for
gun
leading
now?
the charge.
Did someone ask a question I couldn't hear?
Yeah, could I bring out my gun too? You know,
yeah.
after I
You
done
guys have time
rubbing
to
my head.
prep.
You have a gun?
Yeah, my pistol.
Oh. She's like, I have a belt-fed M60. I'm like, oh my
I
god.
mean, let's not forget Avocado's like 19
got
or
one
1700s pistol.
I've got like the 1 bullet pistol.
Well, that's one more than most people, so make it count.
It's not
Fair.
really that different from when you were a 1-bullet person that was just lobbing avocados at people. So
That's
One
true.
hit wonder
It was
right
just
here.
the
Except
one.
it was a bullet she just kept picking up again. Throw it again.
Make sure I collected that bad boy after
Still
that.
has her
fight.
avocado.
right, so I think
God.
that you should lead the charge, Avocado, as the person who's holding the candle.
I mean, I was leading the charge.
Yeah, open
Yeah.
the door.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna open the door there?
All right, if that's what you want.
That is what I want.
It's also what I want.
Open the door.
Okay, as you open the doors, you see that it is a very traditional torture dungeon. That's too big.
A traditional torture dungeon.
Yeah, that's how I mean it, man. There's a little like
I'm
gear
like,
here.
oh, one of these.
What the fuck am I drawing? A gear.
Reminds me of home.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But
yes.
nostalgic. Oh yeah. What's
is
that? An
linked.
A800 Iron Maiden? I got the A900. No big deal.
There's a table full of torture things. There's one of those There's the armoires that are actually like spikes, and there's the, just like bunch of random tools here, and then there's like just blood everywhere. It's not a pretty sight at all. And you see that there's also, I'm not going to find tokens for this, it'll take too long. So we're going to draw some very sad children. There are about
God.
5 children all huddled together, and they're very sad.
They dead yet?
No, they're
No,
sad.
She would have said they were dead if they were dead, Feardragon. She said they were sad. Okay?
No.
And this
Dead
guy
lot of
people
blood.
don't have emotions.
is the saddest. I did that incorrectly.
I'm going to zoom in. I zoomed out. I'm going to get back in there to have a look at the emotions.
And there is the big papa himself, big boy. Look at that perspective drawing.
Whoa, that's a heckin' chunker.
So there's
Tell me
a normal guy person that's not a child that's not being tortured.
Correct. There's 2 actually.
Immediately shoot one in the head. The second I see him.
No,
Oops,
actually,
I
you do
drew a line.
not. You instead all have to roll sanity checks because of the horrific scene you just saw.
Oh come on! I'm not opposed to like
A good torturing.
a good torturing children.
Yeah,
Come
and I just said
on.
this is nostalgic. It reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah.
I actually get bonus sanity from the nostalgia and being like, oh, it's just like Christmas and back in '89.
Extremes. I actually take pleasure in this. I should regain
Oh, no, my
sanity
God.
from the
Here we go.
scene. Come on.
Oh, lordy.
I also go,
Can I
damn,
can I
just
roll to
like
regain
just like
sanity?
Mama used to make.
Can we roll to regain sanity? Come on,
Oh.
extreme success.
Wait, isn't
Ah,
the
Christmas
extreme one?
Day.
Sanity roll is bad, isn't it?
Yeah, Feardragon and I are just
No,
like,
no,
God,
that's
it's
the,
just
You're thinking of
never been more.
intellect.
I've never been more comfortable in this campaign than I am in this room right now.
It's direct damage sanity, which it's not giving right now. Sanity check, damage on sanity check, and then if you go over 5 damage on sanity damage, you roll an intellectual check to see if you understood what you saw. That's the last one. The 5th one is the one you don't want to roll high on, or you don't want to pass on. There we go.
Ah.
So can we roll to increase her sanity?
No, you do not get so much pleasure from this that you are more sane.
Okay. What if I pick up the tools and start? Never mind.
Oh.
All right, girls, time for your rolls.
Yuck.
They did, right?
No, the other ones.
Those were the other ones. Wait.
We got to roll again.
They rolled successes.
Oh no,
Both
you're
of
right.
Yeah, everyone's success. Yeah.
They just did it so
Success,
fast I
success.
didn't notice. Yeah, okay, so everyone succeeded, actually. Everyone's okay with this. Y'all Gucci.
It's the 1920s, all right? We're allowed to beat our children.
I mean, you're probably sending your children off to work at the factories.
Yeah,
Losing limbs
I
and
mean,
fingers
you know,
and shit all the time.
when they're 7 years old, they got to cut the umbilical cord and get to work. You know, start
We
earning.
just created the technology to beat our children mechanically
Yeah.
through factories.
All right, so what you see here, all right, since you're not all shocked, one of the kids is currently being tortured. The 5 kids are huddled in the corners, crying, but not actually screaming or anything. And lots of torture material. And also a couple of guns on the back wall as well. But the big guy is like really, really, really huge. Like a boomer, I guess, and like Left 4 Dead. He looks
Boomer means something else
So he's
now.
from the he's
I
from
know.
the 50s.
but he is probably like 500 pounds, 6'5". So both just big and overweight. And he is getting a
Or
lot of
Dwayne the Rock
pleasure.
Johnson.
Or that, but he's not. No, he's actually just gross. And he
My
is
niece.
getting some sick pleasure from watching this all unfold. Why is Fear Dragon smiling so much?
My niece came on the stream and handed me an energy
Oh, okay,
drink.
that was the worst
This
timing
is
ever.
struggle straigning.
Speaking
Worst
of
timing ever.
children being tortured.
Livy, you're having an energy drink after being on the PC for 26 hours.
Dude, I need an energy drink. I'm gonna
Oh my
pass
God.
out, dude.
Are you redlining? Please take the day off tomorrow.
The other guy is not exactly skinny. He's got, maybe like 30 extra pounds on him, but in a very stereotypical wealthy man kind of way. He's not ugly per se, but he's not handsome either. And he's probably in his 40s or 50s. You can't quite make out. Maybe an unhealthy 40s, healthy 50s type thing. You don't know who either of them are, but you know that they are both torturing the child. Now, they see you enter, and your initial apparent not that much shock, but still, the initial taking in of the whole situation gives them a little bit of time to react, and they start to reach for the guns in the back while one of them yells out, like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Now you guys can act. So I believe Fear Dragon goes first.
I shoot him in the head. Whichever one was closer to the guns.
They both were kind of that close?
Okay. I shoot the fatter one because he's a bigger target.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Success.
Success. And then you get damage roll, or is that included?
Oh shoot! Hold on. I did the wrong one.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that usually
Well, I guess
included?
ignore the success or failure on this one. It'll just be the damage.
Okay.
So it's 11 damage.
I think I have your guys' initiatives right down. Yeah, Avocado. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Avocado should
Ah.
go first, right? She has a higher dexterity.
Yeah, Avocado goes first, and then you.
Okay. Well, that's
Well-
gonna be my turn eventually. so-
That'll be I was
Well,
gonna say
I
that'll be his
actually
role.
want to open a dialogue with them because
Oh my
they,
god.
Hold on. Can you please make sure she opens a dialogue with the one I shoot?
yeah, because I wanted because they asked what we were doing in the room. I thought it was the only rude of us not to answer and ignore them blatantly.
Yeah, Jesus,
Oh,
you
yeah,
wouldn't want to
I'm
be rude to
sorry.
the two fucking giant people like the Biggie Smalls over here that are torturing kids.
Listen here, guys. They might be the victim also. We don't know. They could be under someone's influence or control. We need to ask
Oh.
them. I'm gonna ask them. Excuse me, Mr. Torturer Man. What are you doing?
Excuse me.
I must know.
He does not answer, but instead reaches for the gun.
Okay, that's not cool, bro. I'm asking a question. You can't ignore me.
So cool.
It's very rude.
It's like, look, she's like, mate.
Yeah.
And then John Doe goes and takes puts a bullet in the guy's head for 11 damage. Wah! Sorry.
More health
Nice.
than I have. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna call this guy Big Booty Joe.
Fatboy Slim.
Nah, Fatboy Slim's the other guy.
Ignored me.
That's an antonym.
That's what we used to call there was a boss fight in Dark Souls 1 where you had the big guy and the small guy. It was called Biggie Smalls, or Fatboy Slim was a boss fight.
Whoa!
Them sub gifts.
Holy shit.
Damn,
Elon
sub gifts.
Escobar, he's back.
Kyber with the 20 gifted subs. Gotta shout that out, man. Holy shit.
Did you just find a fence for all of your cocaine, Kybrit? Is that why you're back? Oh my goodness.
Damn, man.
That
thank
is
you
a
very
natural
much.
20 right there.
It's a
think that
natural 20.
deserves- Finishing this shot I had.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh.
Woo!
What
Oh
alcohol
my
is
god,
it?
guys, we found a secret to make ZombieGrub drink, which will inevitably make things easier for us, so please keep gifting subs.
No, dude. She'll be
It
like,
might make
haha,
it
I'm going to ruin
harder.
everything.
Yeah, you gotta be
Woo.
careful with that, man. We don't know what I'm like drunk as a
Starts
keeper.
lighting all the
No,
all
you're
the
a
character
lovey
sheets on fire.
drunk. You'll be like, all right, and the torturers just decide to give you hugs. 'cause
He's
they
right, I'm
love
usually
you
a pretty
all.
happy
Oh my
drunk.
god.
Such
Holy
wonderful
shit.
people.
What the
100! Oh my god!
fuck? What the fuck?
I was tired and now I'm awake.
What
He-
the
Hybrid,
did-
I was
he-
joking.
Dude, he did find the fence for his cocaine.
Did you
You're
just, like,
back, Kybrit.
Fuck.
Did you just
Kybrit's
gift a
back.
sub to literally everyone in chat right now?
Hybrid, that's
much.
actually a natural
Actually-
100.
And that also, I think it also goes to your followers
Wait, let me
first,
log in.
I think.
Can you do that again? I'm here now.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Alright, hold on, so hold on.
You don't sub to ZombieGrub, Olivia?
I don't sub to anybody, man.
Shit. Oh, you don't, do you? Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh my god.
I like to keep it fair. I
Shit.
hate y'all all equally.
Jesus. Oh,
Fair.
feelings mutual, baby.
Mm,
As long as it's like an even.
that'll be great for our dungeon later.
Oh my god, 120. Jesus Christ. This isn't his first time giving subs with his mom's credit card. Oh, I know. Cheers to you,
Now, that'd be
Kyber.
one,
Thank
that'd
you
be one
very
hell of a
much.
chargeback.
Mm.
Happens for Twitch, not for her.
Oh, I feel like I should give you guys some of it.
What are you drinking? What is it?
It is Jim Beam's Black Cherry Whiskey. It's quite good, actually,
Oh.
but
Ooh.
it turns out shooting
There were like
something
two
that's
different
sweet is
reactions right
harder.
there.
Not a whiskey kind of guy, you know.
Oh god, I shouldn't. I
That is why
actually
you failed.
I regret pouring something sweet.
Uh,
Whew. Okay. Give me a second.
Both of these people just decide to go in for the hug now because they're in a lovey-dovey mood.
You know what? You know what type of drunk we don't know that I am? All right, so most hard alcohol, I'm happy. Tequila, I get very emotional. What about wine drunk? We never know what's gonna happen with ZombieGrub wine drunk. It's never happened before.
Everyone knows what's gonna happen there. You're a Terran
Mine
player.
is-
You're just gonna whine.
Terran players, yes.
She's probably gonna shoot you first.
shut up, Zerg.
It's okay. I did 11 damage to the first person.
All right, whatever, dude.
That laugh
Fuck
is the laugh of
this.
someone whose patch has been carrying them.
Oh lord.
Oh, fucking spicy.
Pat
All right.
Zerg.
Speaking of spicy,
Every time I've turned into
In
Livibee,
front of
she's like,
it.
every single time I've turned into Livibee, I've hosted her like 3 times this week, and every single time I do, she's sitting on top of 15 infestors and 20 broodlords, and I'm just watching them wreck some poor fool that
You know
can't
what?
figure out how to kill that fucking unit composition every single time.
when I was actually facing Livibee on ladder,
Hey, I
It's my
love you. You just got
go-to.
gifted a sub.
hey,
Yeah.
good
Nailed it.
You did it.
Thank
All
you very
right.
much, guys. It's awesome. I'll finish that drink in a little bit. So what happens? Hopefully the sub alerts aren't too loud. They sound a little loud. Is that you shoot the big guy? He doesn't actually die.
He's got more than 11 hit points. Whoa, I suppose he is pretty big.
He doesn't actually die. But after John Doe shoots that guy in the head, the skinnier guy, we shall call him skinnier guy, actually like draws his gun as Big Booty Joe is actually shocked. He would have gone next, but he's actually shocked by the gunshot that he doesn't go next. Then our Fat Boy Slim here goes for the gun and preps the gun and shoots.
What? He has a higher Fat Boy Slim has a higher dexterity than our boy Amos and Anna.
Anna has piss poor
Guess so.
dexterity, so calm down there.
Wow.
But
Wow.
he actually shoots Big Booty Joe. Shoots him in the head.
Hmm.
Deals however much damage, doesn't really matter. And Big Booty Joe collapses in a heap of meat. Human meat. After that happens, he looks to you guys and basically starts talking to you and is like, I swear I'm not a part of this. I'm not a part of this. I was working with the cops undercover to try and figure out what was going on here and try and rescue these kids. And this Hendrix here is a fucking insane criminal. What are you guys doing here? I don't. Are you part of this? Are you part of the sting? What's happening?
Are we still in turn order right now?
Yeah, but you did your turn.
I know.
So
I'm
next up
asking,
is
are we still-
Amos.
All right, I point my gun at his head, and just sort of be like, we've been doing stuff for the police chief, sir, and he has not mentioned you.
Of course he hasn't mentioned me. I'm undercover. Haven't you ever seen me at the parties that have been happening? Weren't you there when the cultists came into the mansion?
Wait, so he only started answering questions because John shot him or at his general direction, and he just straight up ignored me? Girlfriend, that don't fly.
It's still my turn, Livy.
Sorry, just need to put that in there so it is known.
So, yeah, Avocado is clearly very socially upset. But I'm going to continue my query. You didn't think that maybe stand in before they hurt some fucking children?
I was trying my best to stop them from doing that. He kind of walks forward and starts to untie the kid from the torture table. The kid is passed out but not dead.
And injured?
Yes, he is injured.
He put down his gun, right? First off.
He did.
It don't look good.
Okay.
He did. He's unarmed. He walks towards the
So
table
he's
and starts walking.
he's untying a half-dead kid that he helped torture?
Yeah, he's walking around and
doesn't look
untying
good.
him. He's like, the kids over there will tell you that I was here to help
Jesus.
them. I tried
Mother
to
Teresa
make sure
over here.
No.
I tried to make sure that they'd have a plan of escape. I was gonna rescue this guy, I swear to God. And then you guys just barged in. This has been months of work ruined.
I think
This house is on fire, sir.
Yeah.
Whatever you were trying to investigate here, I think we need to move along.
If it's not out of turn, I would shout, "Show your badge in the next 5 seconds, or we're shooting you."
You think I just
Why would
carry my badge?
Why would he, yeah? Why would a guy that's on, dude?
Everyone slaps him and then
That's like, oh, imagine if every cop that's out there on in Vice or something like that has their police badge in their fucking pocket. What? Do you,
So he
Oh,
Well,
answers
I
John
still
Doe's
put my-
question
Oh, okay.
as he continues walking around unbinding the kid. He's like, I don't carry it around with me, obviously. I don't have anything in here. And he starts reaching
Obviously.
towards his pockets and stuff and pulls out nothing kind of dramatically. Then he comes around back on the other side of the table as you guys and then kind of leans on it a little bit.
Okay, well, you guys can take care of him. I'm gonna go ahead and check the kid. That's obviously unconscious right now. Is he bleeding anywhere that I can help him with?
Yeah, of course. He was cut here and here. And he points, kind of gestures over the table.
Oh, I'm not talking to him. I'm looking for myself. Yeah.
well.
So can you guys you guys handle like this guy. We obviously still don't trust him. So I guess get him away
No, of
from the
course not.
kids. Get him away. Like
Well,
just
I
get him
want
to
to
the
know the
wall.
purpose to the torturing of the children.
I think we all do.
Okay. Do you ask him that?
Yeah. What's the point in torturing kids? Like, do you feel like a man or?
Just make you feel like a big man.
I don't feel anything. I hated this job. Absolutely hated it. 30 years on the force, and this is what I end up doing, helping torture
You've
kids
been
to
torturing
find
kids
something.
for 30 years.
He kind of starts to walk over to the over here. Hold on. So he's walked over here, while the dead guy is kind of more. I guess I'm gonna draw a little right here. Right here. There you go. The dead guy is kind of dead over there. He walks over to the left side of the table that had the guns, and there's actually a map. Well, not a map. There's like an old, large piece of paper that has a lot of drawings and stuff on it, intricate drawings. And he's like, this is why they've been torturing kids. Apparently, they're following some, I don't know, some madman, some person who says that they're going to be able to bring the next coming of Jesus. I don't even know. And apparently torturing kids will help do that somehow. And he kind of just shakes his head and looks very sad, I guess, very frustrated about the whole thing.
Tell us your badge number or something that can prove you're actually a cop. Or we have no reason to believe you. And we're just going to shoot you right now.
I suppose I could, yeah, sure, I can tell you that. You'll know the chief, you know, he knows me. But my badge number is 775554.
That sounds made up.
You made that up.
Okay, so
You guys
I
actually
guess
accuse him of that?
they're handling him, right?
I'm going to at least yell to him, like, step away from the guns, because you said he was near the guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be like, step away from the guns.
He kind of holds up his hands defensively, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, of course, no,
Okay.
not looking for any trouble." And he sidesteps to the right and puts his hands up against the wall. And as he does that, the big fat guy starts stirring.
Uh-oh.
Just a little moan.
This is Dark Souls. It's phase 2.
And the police officer that you had cornered looks to him and looks back at you guys, and then presses a stone in the wall. And the door opens. And he runs through it before it closes behind him.
This is why I was saying, just shoot him. God, nobody listens to me.
As you guys watch whoever that was escape, the big guy starts to really gurgle and grumble and make some weird sounds. His belly starts actually like visibly rumbling through his shirt. And then he starts to get up.
This is Dark Souls. It's gonna have like a fucking mini boss pop out of him, and then he's gonna live while being half dead.
And as he gets up, he uses the table with the kid, I guess maybe on it, maybe not, depending on where Anna's gotten to him, I suppose. Uses the table to lift himself up.
Oh, I'm definitely grabbing the kid. I'm also gonna be talking to the other children. Okay, come with me. Like, I'm getting them the hell out of here.
Okay.
move
So
the token
you're
around.
trying to get with the children to escape. You're actually gonna have to roll persuasion on that one.
Okay.
Are you more trustworthy than the guy who's been shot?
Oh
in the
no!
Oh.
I didn't actually think
Come
it's
with
gonna
me,
happen.
kids. I have candy.
Oh, no.
Do you kids want Pokemon cards?
There's a lot of fumbles going on today. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
Fear
yeah.
Dragon's all extremes. Jesus. He's taking up all your luck.
What's up?
So you come over to them with like the kid, I guess kind of like maybe you can carry him because he's maybe like 11 or something. You can carry him, although very awkwardly. You go over to the rest of the kids and you're like, children, come with me. I promise I'll take care of you. You can trust me. I'm a nurse. And they just look at you, and they're like... And they just huddle together even more so. So while you
gotta
try
save all these damn
unsuccessfully to convince them to come with you, the big guy has now fully straightened up, or well, kind of. He's still actually... He's up on his feet, rather, and he's hunched over, and he's making some really weird sounds as if he's going to be sick, and his stomach is gurgling, and he's kind of speaking, but you can't really hear what he's saying, and it sounds like it's in tongues anyways, and then as he starts to just... his belly explodes. And out come 10 vermin, 10 snakes, 10 worms. You're not really sure what, but you hear the splattering of guts and blood on the floor. And then you see things
Jesus.
slither to the side.
Bomb.
Don't worry. I have prepared for this moment exactly.
He's like,
remember
I expected
the
exactly this.
Molotov cocktail that I prepared.
Now, as
Sorry.
the worms or whatever they are start to spread along the room, you'd think this guy would topple over, but after vomiting through his stomach, I suppose, he actually just stands up and has a big gaping hole in his stomach, and all like the fat and like sinew and stuff is still there, and the intestines are still there,
Ugh.
and there's ends of like worms
Ugh.
and shit coming out. And he is healthy as a horse in terms of his ability to move. And he starts to move towards Anna, who has moved herself near the children.
Right.
You also
Where on
all
the
have
map
to
is
roll a
she?
sanity check.
Okay.
I'm totally okay with this.
I love how
I'm super okay with
this
it.
you guys are.
Apparently we're all Gucci.
I'm a little bit left there.
Okay, so finally something cracks John Doe's cold, hard exterior, and the sight of just intestines and worms just gets him... Ooh, he kind of starts to want to throw up a little bit. So roll 1d10.
Oh, I'm sorry, princess.
1d10.
A little bit of blood making you a little
What
bit
the
upset.
Oh my god. Okay, he does not appreciate the sight of someone being disemboweled and then being okay with it, and worms coming out that are now slithering towards him. As he loses 10 sanity, now roll your intellect.
All right, guys. Good luck if I decide to turn on you. Extreme success.
So you really, really, really understand what is happening to you right now.
That's not good.
You know,
That's
full
not
on
good,
crazy time. There's someone had worms that are about to cut you, and he's alive, and he's a zombie, and he's a big fat zombie with fat and flesh and weird sounds. His face starting to get decolored. The hair starts falling out of his scalp, and you are not okay with this. The kids are starting to cry in the corner because they're not happy with this either. There's blood everywhere from the torture. Everything has old blood on it, and you just get super overwhelmed, and you are not okay. Not
fucked up.
okay with the sight of blood anymore. So much for your career as a hit killer, as a hitman. And you go full on insane. You are not going to be very helpful very often.
Look, I just keep her if you want to use it. I still have a Molotov cocktail in my hand. Just if you want to use it.
Oh, I bet, yeah. I have some ideas what to do with you, buddy.
All right, cool.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. And now phase 2 starts. You are up against 10 or so worms that are writhing around, finding their ways into things, hiding, waiting to strike, as well as
How are
one
we supposed
big
to
old
survive
fat
this?
guy.
We're all like less than half health.
Oh, no, I'm fine on health, Maynard. I'm fine.
Well,
Uh,
you guys might remember earlier lessons in this campaign.
Run. That's all I learned.
Y'all motherfuckers leave
Run
me
and
behind.
spot check. Well, first I wanted to ask them if they were cool, because what if they were like not cool?
The
And
worms?
excuse me?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we talking about the worms here?
Well,
Maybe,
no,
maybe the
I was in
worms are
discussion.
friendly.
Before they were worms.
Before there were worms?
Guys, listen, I haven't slept in like over a
Yeah, I
day
was gonna
or
say, she's
something,
been awake for
so-
a while. It's
Ooh, I'm getting warm. Getting the tinglies. Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Ah.
Well,
Yeah.
combat restarts. John Doe goes first. Now, John Doe, in a fit of insanity, is overwhelmed at everything he sees. His first instinct is to reach into his prison wallet, aka
Come the fuck off.
aka Avocado's
He's like, I really
bag.
need to feel something.
And he pulls out a little book he had stolen from a bookshop that he thinks could help him in such a dire situation.
What?
The occult must be met with the occult, right? Mythos must meet mythos. He reaches in and pulls out the King in Yellow and starts to flip through the pages,
Oh man.
looking
That's my
for a
book.
magic spell that could possibly save them in such a desperate scenario.
Really terrible idea.
Oh, it's a little bit of black magic between friends, Maynarde.
As he does this, we move on to Big Guy's turn. He has gotten speedier since becoming a zombie.
Well, he did lose a bunch of weight.
I lost like 30 pounds. Very true. So now it is Big Boy. And other things. And then oh, I did it again. I reversed them. There we go. Okay. So, with that out of the way, Avocado decides what to do next.
Livy, I'm not going to tell you how to. I'm not going to tell you what to do when you move, but I am going to suggest that we don't stick around.
I know, but can I spot hidden? Does that take up an entire turn?
You
It does.
fucker.
Or can I have a quick glance around just to check?
What are you looking for?
Well, the best possible escape route, or like even a way to slow them down as we're escaping.
You see the only exit you could see. Like, you knew the guy escaped somehow in the back wall, but you guys
Yeah.
weren't really paying attention enough to see which button he pressed. You only know the escape is the way you came in, which most of you are so close by.
Okay. But that might still be on fire. Or is it
Nothing's on.
the-
The that's right, the mansion. I mean, it could be on fire, but I do recall saying that it's probably not on fire
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
unless something really
Alright.
terrible happened.
Probably jet. Or
What?
vacate.
It's up to you.
Your turn.
Are you guys gonna leave?
I mean, if you run, I'll follow you.
Yeah, I'll run.
If you fight, I'll also follow.
I will
You
definitely not fight.
Motherfuckers. You leave me
Well, you know what?
behind to die.
I think John should throw his Molotov and we should run.
But John's
John
insane.
is not sane enough to listen to your directions right now. Message after the tone.
Oh yeah, roll 1d6 as well, John Doe. Johnny boy.
John does?
Yeah, for how long you're gonna stay insane? Okay. Roger. All right, Avocado, what you do? The decision is
Run.
you're gonna run.
We should run.
Okay, you easily escape. You're right near the door. You haven't done anything. and you quickly run out and up the staircase.
Oh, hello, little one.
Small child. Cute.
Don't worry, guys. I'm not having any children torture prison chambers here.
I'm so glad you clarified that.
I could. So I already got boba, but my sister bought me another one.
Suddenly, Livybee's stomach explodes, unleashing 10 snakes.
Little black seeds explode everywhere. Well, we are kind of leaving these kids to their death here, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
but won't we die anyway if we don't?
That is true, and I definitely care
Can
about
we
myself more
snag
than those
a
kids.
kid on the way out?
Can you snag me?
I think if we looked at the room,
Can you snag
Quite-
me?
look, stop interrupting. If we look at the room layout, I think that the kids, we have to go through the exploded fast zombie with the 10 worms to get to the children.
But I'm there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm never gonna get I'm fucking limp
you
around.
sure are, Olivia. You're right there. So
All right, next.
did you hang on? Do you have the one that's on the table? Do you have that one?
Yeah, I'm carrying him.
Well, you know what? Saving 20% of the kids is all right. 20% more children saved is better than 0% more children saved. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
You make a fair point. That's a fair
Well,
point, guys.
Yeah,
First
right?
and foremost,
Yeah.
Avocado runs, and now it's Big Boy's turn. And he does turn to the person who is closest to him, which is Anna, and goes for an attack.
Use the kid as a shield.
Just throw the kid.
0%. 0%.
Go ahead and roll your well, okay, you're gonna probably, do you want to dodge? Do you want to defend? Do you want to fight back? Like, what do you want to do first? He's obviously gonna attack you.
I guess I have to dodge since I can't really do much else since I'm holding
Yeah.
the child.
Let's go ahead and roll your dexterity. Oops, sorry.
I feel like. Oh, you just.
Yeah.
literally
Oh
touched
my
me.
god, I'm totally dead.
Mm.
Oh, this kid is totally dead. This is what I get for helping people. Next time.
Yeah, next character is not going to be a doctor.
Yeah, for sure. Fucker. Damn.
Okay, so he does grab onto some of you, I guess, before you're able to dodge out of the way. Now he grabs onto your wrist that is holding the kids, like you're holding them like a, I don't know,
Yeah,
like this
right.
way, right, with his legs over one set of one arm and the other having his head, and he grabs onto the arm that has the legs and starts kind of pulling you to try and bring you closer so he can nosh on you. A little nom 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 nom. So what is your decision when that happens?
Oh, god damn it. Are you asking me if I docked the kid or not?
Just asking what you do.
Well, I'll try to get away, but I mean, if I can't hold on to the kid, I can't hold on to the kid.
Go ahead and roll Constitution. Oh, okay. So you actually managed to kind of break free of his grasp. You don't leave his targetable area.
Yeah.
But you break free of his grasp while still holding the kid. And then we go on to the next person's turn, which is worm number 1. Now the worm
number 1
snake
has a
thing.
higher dexterity than me.
You've already made your turn.
You
You
already,
already
yeah,
made
you
your
made your
turn.
turn.
You were insane.
Oh right, sorry. remembering.
So worm 1 is, actually don't know where. They actually kind of slithered over to the walls and started just hiding themselves. The worm
Awesome.
1 suddenly comes from the side, the left side, but top side when we're looking down like this, and attacks Let's make him a good color. Let's make him a pretty color. Attacks Amos. And basically flings its body at you as if it was a snake, but as it comes closer to you, you see that it's a gigantic tapeworm with a wide, round mouth full of teeth.
No, I would have rather a snake. God.
So, roll your. I don't know. You want to dodge it? You want to try and punch it?
I'm gonna try and punch it.
Punch it in the face.
Okay.
I'll punch that tapeworm
roll
in its fucking
your
face.
melee then.
Yeah.
They
Where
may
my
think
melee
you're
at?
doing-
Where my
Oh,
melee at?
that works actually.
There.
How much hit points does the worm have?
I hate to break it to you, but the worm rolled a 5.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. I'm sorry.
Does that mean Maynard's losing his arm?
Well, it means that the tapeworm, which is about like 4 feet in length, and maybe like a foot wide at its mouth, latches onto his arm and deals 1 point of damage and just stays there latched on.
Now he's
I
tied
know.
together.
Gross.
I got the perfect solution for this.
It's
I'm gonna grab my bread out of my backpack, and I'm gonna feed it to the worm.
You are running
His-
away, good ma'am. You're you
Yeah.
are escaping.
Love bread.
Are you gonna roll it down? Are you gonna like attach it to a slinky and put it down the stairs, or what? How are you gonna get it down? First?
Feed it down the stairs. Yeah.
Now
All
it
right, so I lose a hit
is-
point. I'm on 5 now.
Yes.
Great.
Now it is
Cool.
Worm 2's turn.
Oh, only 8 more to go.
And this one comes from the bottom side and goes
They came
towards the
from
insane person trying
behind.
to read a book. The insane person is allowed to decide what it does in response.
for the worm coming at me.
Yes.
Molotov cocktail.
The insane person acts like an insane person and
Yeah.
throws
I
a
think
single
it's
Molotov
appropriate.
cocktail
It's in character.
at
I
a
think it's
single,
appropriate.
a single unit. Okay. Ooh, fighting back. This is a interesting one. I forget how it works. Combat.
Look, if I take Anna or someone else down with me, so be it.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to just figure out.
We're gonna go down in a blaze of glory, a literal blaze of glory.
I'm trying to like help people. God damn it.
Yeah, and where did that get you?
Ugh. I
Yep.
should have never helped you guys in the first place. That's the first though.
You didn't really have much of a choice. We kind of took you as a hostage.
I should have just left Arkham.
Okay. So you respond quick. Well, roll a dexterity.
Oh, fam, this is my jam.
Okay. So you're able to throw the cocktail first. Go ahead and roll your throw. Very
This
small.
is not my jam.
It's a very small target. All right, so
Can
you
I-
throw the cocktail trying to hit it. Now, it doesn't hit it, but it does disrupt the worm's attack. So the bottle or the champagne flute bursts into flames in the corner, but luckily it's a dungeon, so it's brick. So it creates a fire, but it doesn't really seem to set on anything. So you manage to escape being bitten. Next up is worm number 3. And it
So many
decides- it
There's 10.
decides to go after Maynard as well.
Cool,
For the record,
man.
There's
Yeah.
now just
Wait,
a
does
pool.
ZombieGrub get to choose what worm goes after who?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to check, there is a giant pool of fire now between me and the.
Not really
big dude.
giant. I guess it would be maybe I'll draw a picture. Where's the bright red? You
Am
threw
I
it kind of
free?
this direction, so
Can I
maybe it
escape?
takes up 2.5 tiles.
Yeah, you gone, girl. You don't
Can't
know.
help but notice you've been
You
about as
gone.
useful in this battle as you were in the last
I'm the North dude.
couple.
Can't
I'm
be
the-
useful when you're dead, bro.
I'm the magician, by the way.
Sorry.
Oh.
There you go. Accurate now.
I'm gonna be like
Dodge,
back
attack.
Fists of Fury, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
Flying fists at these fucking worms.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
Okay.
hold on.
Apparently I failed, but also did 4 damage. I don't know.
You actually succeeded. So
Fuck yeah.
you kind of you brace yourself for the attack with the other worm still on your arm, and it kind of bounces off of you, and then it lands on the floor and flops around a little bit, and you punch it. You actually punch a tapeworm. And you deal 4 damage, which seems to render it killed. It kind of does a little and then squiggles
Nice.
and dies.
Be that a lesson to the rest of you fucking 8 worms. Come at me. I'll kill you all. Ah!
Okay, now it is Amos' turn.
I punch another worm.
The worm on you?
Yes.
Okay, so it's literally on you, and you try punching it to get off. So go ahead and roll.
Bam.
Punch that worm.
You literally punch it in its like mouth jaw thing, and as you punch it repeatedly, you kind of like hit your own bicep, but it's okay. You actually get it to dislodge.
That's right. There's plenty of bicep to go around.
And
That's
you
right.
deal 4 damage to it, which also seems to kill it as it gets to the floor and writhes around and dies.
20% of the worms are dead. Exactly the amount of children we're going to save from this situation.
Nicely done. And next up is Anna.
Anna.
Okay,
Anna.
can I God, and are they leaving now?
No.
Oh my God, these dumbass kids!
They are still very scared, and now they're even more scared because worms are coming in on the entrance.
God, I don't. Oh my God. Is he still? I'm still in his range, right?
Yes.
And all these kids are still in his range, right?
Yes.
Oh God. Can I hand off the kid in my arms to them?
To the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can deposit the kid in front of them.
Yeah, it's easier for them to catch fire if they're in a pile.
Oh God. God, I guess the only thing I really can do is tell them to start yelling at them to run.
What if...
Intimidate.
What if you use the kid as a club?
Yes.
Use the
They
dead
can't
worm
wa-
as one.
the kid can't weigh that much.
He's 11. I mean, I don't think she can.
Oh, okay.
swim
Never mind.
Around.
11 years old. It's relatively.
Well, the
heavy.
more it weighs, the
That's
more
a two.
damage it'll
That's a
do.
two-handed weapon, not a one-handed weapon. Sort of
Yeah,
weapon.
11's quite heavy.
Yeah.
I don't think I could use even a 5-year-old. They're pretty heavy too.
You're also very small.
Let's test this. You have your cousin here.
Yeah. No, the cousin's his niece. It's just her niece.
I can't.
Next time she comes in with that third cup of boba, just see if you can like how swingable she is.
Oh, I already have a 3rd cup of boba.
Oh, the
Oh,
4th cup
God.
of boba then.
Yeah, the 4th cup.
Can I have one?
I have a lot of boba, guys. Yeah, you want one?
Yes.
I mean, it will cost you a $2,000 ticket to Australia, but
Yeah.
may claim
It's a
it
cheeky
worth
plane
it.
ticket to Australia.
Just
It'll still be good when you get there.
Yeah, we'll be put in the fridge for you.
Australia is close to Japan, so theoretically it should be more authentic, right?
Yeah.
Australia's not that close to Japan.
I always thought it was Taiwanese.
The boba?
Can't say that word.
Yeah.
Yes. I believe that's Republic of China to you. Or wait, no. Chinese Taiwan. I don't know if I said Republic of China.
Wait.
Bubble tea
what?
is a Taiwanese tea-based drink invented in Taiwan in the 80s.
Chinese Taipei.
Wow, I totally guessed that.
Chinese Taipei is the Olympic way of saying it.
Yeah, it's what some people call it. Yep.
Wait, are we not? Wait, when did this become a thing? Is it not meant to be?
The Olympics,
China's
literally.
taken over Taiwan for a long
No,
time,
no,
so
no,
we
no,
call it
no.
Chinese Taipei.
It's,
Is it racist?
Anyways,
We already
It's
we're already
spicy.
in one can of worms. Let's not open another one. all
Okay,
right?
sorry. I'm out of the worm can.
No, don't worry about that one.
okay, can I
Anyways,
Could do it later.
yell at these kids to go?
are you intimidating them or are you persuading them?
Yes, I'm intimidating the fuck out of them. Get the hell out of here!
Okay, intimidate.
God, these assholes.
Oh,
God,
no.
these assholes.
Okay.
Olivia is
Intimidating.
exactly like how I'd imagine her as a mother. These little shits.
No,
not
I'm for
listening
real.
to me.
That's exactly how
And-
I'd be like, you
and-
motherfuckers,
and-
get the hell out!
In real life, it would probably be effective though. Her character's just like, guys, you should probably run. I don't know if you feel like it.
Well, it comes out really like hoarse and shrieky and kind of annoying, so it's more like, "I swear to God, you guys, you better leave!" And they decide that staying still is better than leaving.
Oh my god, I can't save the children! These
No,
assholes!
Olivia, this is good. That means that the worms will attack them instead of us.
Oh Lord.
I think my sanity can handle that.
You've played so much Final Fantasy 14. You know how important tanks are.
Oh god, okay.
Tank and spank. That's a strategy here. Let the kids tank it.
Well, you guys are
Is that
missing
the end of my
spanking.
turn, or can I keep moving towards the exit?
I'm gonna say you can keep moving.
Okay, I'm heading towards the exit. Jesus.
Did you deposit the kid or not?
No, I still have this stupid ass kid.
Okay.
Let's make a kid deposit, and then we'll make a withdrawal when the battle's over.
I'm like you get out of range of him for him to immediately attack you, but you're not out yet.
Okay.
So next up is Wormy number 4. So
Hold up. What happened to Worm 3?
No. It was 2 on you and 3, and the third one was on feardragon.
Oh,
So 1's dead, 3's dead.
2 are dead. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1 dead, 3
You've
dead.
Okay.
killed 2.
All right. I'm just like
Feardragon
trying to survive
avoided
this
number
engagement.
2, I think.
Big strategical.
Yes.
All right.
I think these worms might kill Maynard.
Joey's
Not if he
fucking
doesn't
awesome.
punch them all.
Well,
'Cause
worm
I'm-
number 4 does start leading the charge at Maynard.
You should run, Maynard.
Charge lot?
Charge.
Should I?
Stim charge.
What if I wanted what? Okay.
It does 8 damage on contact, thanks to charge.
Is this a pre-patch worm or a post-patch worm?
It's post. It's just it's fast. It doesn't have an upfront damage.
Okay, so it's just fast, but it doesn't do the 8 damage. That's good because that would one-shot me. So same deal. How do I react?
Mm-hmm.
Guess how I fucking react, Keeper.
You punch him.
Rip. Roll high, roll high, roll high. Damn it!
You try to punch this worm that's literally like, attacking you, but you swing and you miss, and it latches onto your forearm of your punch.
Fucking free units coming out of this thing too. Can't escape it.
It's a brood lord. So now you have another one latched onto your arm.
Both arms? Or
No, the other one.
No,
No, the other one, I punched the other one's like top part of its head off. I'm back to 1.
Take 1 point of damage.
I'm back to 1 point. All right.
Worm.
That puts me down to
number-
4 hit points.
Worm number 5 also heads towards Maynard. Do you react the same way?
Do I react
Worms.
the same way to the worm attacking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the 5th worm is attacking you.
Do I have like worm pheromones on me or something, or
they want a piece of that.
is it worm mating season and I just smell like them? Like, what's the issue here? What?
It's the dreads. They're confused.
Oh my god! I rolled a fucking 99.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
Oh, no.
You punch with your free hand, but it's kind of awkward, right? So you take
Why don't you use your
another-
gun?
Another
It's-
one. To the arm. The forearm.
Why would I use bullets on these things that have 4 hit points?
You got.
Why not? You're gonna die.
You've got the wiggly arms.
So I got like 2 worms just like doing that on my arms.
Yay!
Yes.
You're in the way.
To the worm.
Help
guys.
me.
Oh god. Worm 6. Was gonna go after Maynard, but actually sees that Anna is a new target. So Worm 6.
Oh wow, that'd be like just fucking wholesome if that happened, if it just attacked someone else.
Worm 6 goes after Anna. What are you gonna do?
Man. Like, is that my feet or what?
You can try to punch it. You don't have your gun out, so you'd have to take your gun out. Just take a while. Or you could try and dodge it.
I'm gonna try and dodge it.
Okay. I didn't think we had a dodge roll, but now I'm second guessing myself.
There
Isn't
is
it
a
just a
dodge
dex-
roll.
a dex-
Half-
a
dex check,
half
isn't
your
it?
dex, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Do a dodge roll.
God, this isn't gonna go well. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't put in a... Sorry. Hold on. There. Oh!
Okay, so you see it coming at you, and you just quickly dodge to the left, like a boxer, and it just misses you entirely. It
Yay.
slithers over to the side. Worm number 7 also comes at you.
I can't wait for the zombie to have its turn. It's gonna be great.
You really want me to toss this kid aside, man. I swear to God.
Zombie
you already
unleashes 10
did.
more worms.
No, I'm
Oh, you
holding the
didn't?
kid.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, yeah. Number 7's going after Anna.
Hang on, wait. Sorry. Did I so that worm that I swung and missed at for 99, I take another hit point damage, right?
You did, yes.
Okay, I'm on 3.
Your action, Anna?
I gotta try and dodge it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it would fail.
But
You rolled better though.
you actually rolled better. So we're gonna say that it almost gets you, but you move out of the way at exactly the right time, and it lands kind of at your feet.
Oh, gosh.
Now number 8. Number 8 actually, alongside 8, 9, and 10, 3 worms come out. What?
Chat maybe.
Oh.
Olivia in chat made me laugh. Someone's just like, it's like, don't you have any weapons, Anna? And she's like, I'm holding a dumbass kid.
So 3 worms come out from the right side wall and actually
no.
head right towards the kids.
Sweet. Strategy starting to pan out. Took a little bit. We got there.
Who gives a shit about the kids?
Right? Dude. Preaching to the
One
choir.
looks eerily
I
like
got-
Livibee
I'm like,
or niece.
Oh my god.
Have the kids literally done anything this entire fight? Do they?
I've
are
been
they even
tagging
in
this
the
dude.
turn order?
I've taken 4 hit points worth of damage from these fucking stupid things. The
Wait,
kids can have
4?
their turn.
Should've only lasted 2, right?
3,
Or
sorry,
3,
3.
3, yeah.
3.
Okay, so that ends their turn. So next up is Avocado, who is currently running away. So-
You doing all right there, Livy?
God damn it.
Wait, Maynard said you preached to the choir.
Sorry.
Oh, the way I said you're preaching to the choir.
Oh.
So funny. Okay, yeah. I might throw some bread.
She throws it down. and-
Oh my god! The entire campaign is in peril! The entire one of the characters is about to die! I've got two fucking flappy thin little, like coming over this arm, coming over this arm. They probably do damage every time. They're probably like those things from XCOM.
What you don't understand, Maynard, is that when I throw the bread, the worms will be attracted.
Oh my god.
Have you? You understand what a tapeworm is?
Wait, if that was true, the only place you could throw the bread was at the door, which they are currently trying to leaving from. You would attract more worms to their exit.
And even if you were in this room with us being helpful in combat, for once in the last 3 months, you were helpful in a fight. If you wanted to do that, bread doesn't attract tapeworms.
It would distract them.
I want you to know that we went to the fucking docks to get you a gun. And you decide to lob bread during your turn.
The gun might shoot Amos.
I would also
You're
like
the
to quote
zombie.
Livybee's. Guys, I also want to, just before we finish berating Livibee, I also want to repeat exactly what she said when she criticized my turn. You remember what she said? Why don't you use your gun? Remember when she said that?
With the worms, yeah.
And then she's like, I'm going to throw bread. It's my turn. There's a piece of bread.
Because they're attacking you, Maynard. You want
Because they're attacking me.
to protect yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll just put a gun right next to my... I'll just put...
The bullet's head off, yeah. Easy.
Olivia,
Unbelievable.
Your instincts are so shit. How are you even surviving in Australia?
She
She
rolls
keeps
well.
leaving.
She rolls well. That's
She
why.
does roll well.
She rolls like a god. It's
I
really
also don't
annoying.
leave the house. But yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's also abundantly clear.
So what did we decide? What is your action?
Oh.
She's throwing a piece of fucking bread through the... I don't know. Fuck what she's doing. Not saving us is I think how we describe what Livy's doing.
Okay, all right. Listen, I will draw my weapon, my gun. Not my avocado.
No. Throw the bread. Throw the bread. Throw it into the fire.
Are you throwing your
Because
gun
you know
or
what?
You
The
drawing
toast.
your gun.
Normal bread, not going to attract them. But maybe toast will. Maybe if you throw it into the fire.
See, feardragon knows. He understands.
There is a tiny pit of fire. Yes.
And then they'll be
So-
attracted to the smell.
Okay, yeah, so you throw the bread into the fireplace and then it becomes toast and then everyone's like, wow, that's delicious, and all the tapeworms just go after the toast.
Yeah, and then they'll go up to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fire
no,
and
that's
burn
a great idea.
themselves.
No, look, I'm the asshole, okay? That's so dumb of me to suggest anything else. No, that's definitely the play here for sure. Do that. 100%. You know what? I bench myself from any feedback whatsoever. This is not a team game.
Chat thing. This chat thing. I want to know.
Olivia one, you should do
Good
this.
idea or not?
Yeah, can we get a straw poll in chat for what Livibee should do?
Can we get a straw poll for what? Because I know chat's gonna want to hit. Chat's gonna want some toast. I know what they want. Chat's hungry and they want some toast. I will make the straw
It's
poll.
white
Is
bread.
anyone making a straw poll? I'll make it now.
I'm doing
Please
it. I'm
do.
doing it.
I'm
You
gonna
doing
go
it?
to the
Okay.
bathroom.
It's white. It's white bread.
It's
But
white
also,
bread.
it's
The
got,
most delicious.
It's got
and-
bullets in it.
Oh, is it the bullet bread? Didn't you get
Bullet
fresh bread? Didn't
I
you
did,
go
but
to?
I gave those to the children. You didn't think I was gonna feed them bullet bread.
Oh yeah, I remember you did that.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, that would be really
Straw
dumb to
poll.
do something like that.
Emmy.
Listen, I've saved this bread for this very special occasion, Maynard.
Dude,
to
what
save
if the
all
bullets are
time.
still in the bread? What if the bullets
And
are
it-
still in the bread, and when you throw it in the fire, it makes like an explosion?
And it shoots.
We're
the
all
worm.
gonna die. We're still gonna die.
No, it's okay because my rolls will save you, and then the bullets will hit precisely between the eyes of the worm. All remainder
You
of
mean
three
it's
of them.
gonna shoot out of the bread and shoot them? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Shoot from the fire.
My
As a
character
bread.
also has 3 hit points. I'm just throwing that out there. Don't want to influence your choice, but
Okay.
um,
The straw poll's
right,
up.
there's the straw
poll's
poll.
up.
I'm going to go ahead and vote shoot something with a gun, just for personal.
It's
Bias.
already tied 50-50.
You know what? I tell you what,
It-
Livibee, if you roll a 5 or below, I will let you do that thing with the with the bullets in the bread attacking the worms in the middle of their eyes.
Oh lordy.
All right, looks like I'm throwing the bread in the fire, guys.
This shit is close,
See,
by the
chat
way.
Chat
Oh my
knows
God.
They're with me. They're on the same wavelength as me. They knew where I was going with it. They feel me.
Oh my god, she's gonna fumble it, isn't she?
Wait, what do I throw? Throw? Oh, wait, am I throwing
Yeah, I guess you throw.
throw? Oh, my throw's not great.
Oh my god.
How did I kill a zombie with an avocado with this throw?
Good question. How have you anything? Oh,
Oh, okay, you get a 75. You, in
was
an
close.
attempt to help your friends
I
who
did
have been
try.
with you for many days, you
I've
throw
rolled a
the
40.
bread down the staircase because you're on like the second floor or second platform. It kind of tumbles in to like near the fire but stops just short, and it just
no.
rests there in plain sight of John Doe.
Oh no. That's really sad. Can I roll persuade to then persuade the worms to eat it?
You're not even close enough to persuade the worms, even if you could.
You know what? It's my turn next.
it's also not Animal
Instinctively.
Crossing.
I shoot the bread. You know what? Let's
Also not Animal Crossing.
This is even worse.
Oh,
The
my
worms
God.
don't have speech bubbles over their heads going,
Would it be
well, hello there,
possible?
Avocado. What are you doing down here?
I'm sure you can talk to the worms and persuade them. They are living creatures.
Yes, but also no.
Yes, I forgot. Livibee.
Yeah, you know what? When I was at the
for
front
this
before, there was a brown
campaign.
snake going past my house, and I was like, excuse me, sir, can I just not, you're trespassing on property. Could you please leave?
And
Um,
kindly, if he was mannered, he would have.
Go ahead and roll a sanity check there, Fear Dragon. It's now Fear Dragon's turn. Ooh,
Oh, nice.
okay.
See, that's
you
what
have,
I needed.
You have control of your sanity. What do you want to do?
I shoot this freaking zombie in the head.
Wait, the worm or the zombie?
You said the zombie was still up, right?
Yeah.
And it looked really healthy.
Zombie
Yep.
alive. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just
I
making
said
sure.
up,
Just
not
making
alive.
sure.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's either that or I shoot your hand off.
Don't
Okay.
shoot at me, please. Don't shoot
Yes.
at me. I'll handle my wacky waving inflatable arm flailing
Exactly.
tube man situation. Oh.
What? I rolled a Oh, I rolled a 98. Never mind.
Yeah.
You try and shoot the zombie, which is a big fat thing, and you fail. And you feel utterly
can't-
disgraced.
I can't push.
You
attack
can't, no.
back-
So you miss. And you still have the book in yellow in one hand and you have a gun in the other, and you're like, well, that didn't work. You get back to reading the book in yellow. Next
King
up
Yellow.
is worm number 2, which made a futile attempt to attack John Doe and failed, and now is still alive and goes for the attack again on John Doe. You attack back or dodge?
I guess I attack back.
Go ahead. With unarmed.
It's brawl, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you... Well, you didn't roll
Hang on.
the damage, I guess.
There's like an unarmed weapon, like in the weapon
Okay.
bit.
Let me
Unarmed.
roll the unarmed damage, and I've already rolled the
Yeah.
brawl.
1 whole damage. He flicks the worm in the nose.
Does extreme success mean that I get any advantage on this?
It doesn't matter. You punch the worm as it comes to attack you in the tail. Not a particularly good punch, but it kind of flops around on the floor and then and dies.
1 hit point worms. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, 1 hit point. Take 1
Yeah.
hit point.
I haven't taken any damage, bitch. How are you doing?
I wasn't having a crack at you. Jesus.
Oh.
Sensitive
Sorry.
Sandra over there.
Everybody. Now it is Amos's
Oof.
turn.
This is beer number 9 today.
He's currently
Leave me
doing
alone.
this thing.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like, these aren't the water wings I wanted. I am going to try and punch one of them off my body.
Wait, so the bread didn't attract him?
They did not. I'm sorry.
Oh. I
Go
really
ahead,
thought
go ahead,
it would.
Amos.
Great,
It was worth a try.
great. No, it's yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so you try to punch the worm off your forearm, but it doesn't really work out, and the worm stays latched onto you. Now it is Anna's turn.
I guess I just keep going, heading towards the exit.
So you run. You run past Amos and his worm arms.
I mean, yeah.
And
I'm
join
trying to...
No,
Avocado
a,
on the stairs.
a little help? No, okay.
Well, first off, I'm trying to get this kid, and then I'll come back for you. I swear.
No, they are definitely more important than me.
Okay, so you run to the stair. You run into the staircase, hall, whatever. And
go
do
for
you
it. Children of the
drop
future.
Kid or
I give it to Avocado. Can I? Is Avocado near me?
She's gonna probably throw it to attract the worms next turn, or she'll bite its head off. Don't even know what Livibee is gonna do.
she's like up on the second platform. I don't think you really hand it to her.
Oh, okay.
She
so then
ran.
I put the kid down then.
Okay. So that does that does free up your. Oh boy, here comes the alcohol. That does free you up to go back into the place.
Oh boy, oh lordy.
Oh, so you drop
Alright.
the kid off and you come back.
Okay.
But
Is
that
that
your
the
turn.
end of my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then worm number 4 on Maynard's arm continues to thrash around and injures him. 1 point of damage.
Oh, how much hit points does he got left?
2.
I'm gonna have to come back and help Maynard. Also, I need to
And-
pick my bread back up.
Then worm number 4 or 5, which is also on Maynard, is still latched on and deals 1 point of damage.
I think he's gonna die, guys.
And then
It's
Anna.
almost like someone could have helped and then threw a fucking piece of food into the room.
No.
That was not my decision ultimately. You can blame Twitch chat for that.
Oh my god, I forgot Big Boy. Jesus.
Was it not your decision?
I mean,
In the end?
it was
If
my
Twitch
idea.
chat says jump off a bridge, streamer, do you jump off a bridge?
Depends. Do I have a bungee cord attached? Because I would.
Okay. You heard it here first.
I feel like my point landed with a resounding thud
So
Yeah.
3 feet away from Livibee.
I'm gonna make Big Boy go. Luckily for you, I skipped this turn, but it doesn't actually matter. Big Boy also gets attracted to the kids and starts to lumber over
Oh
there.
god,
And kind of
Ooh, that's a weird sentence.
just
Big boy's nostrils flare and his back arches. He smells children.
and he starts to kind of drool and is like, and he starts to go over to the kids.
I
Everyone
totally
save
don't.
those. Everyone clip that and turn it into an MP3. That's a new sub alert here at Twitch TV ZombieGrub.
It's very different than the general noises she makes for her cats.
My noises for my cats are boo boo boo. It's a ballo. It's a boo boo. It's a boo boo. Doesn't care.
Chikuchkus, that's what that's called.
Okay, so 6 and 7 were going after Anna, who ran back into the room, and they're going after her again. So 6, what do you do?
Now I can start beating the shit out of them.
Okay. I'm ready
Yeah,
for
girls,
this.
get it.
Fisticuffs.
What is it? Fighting brawl, right?
Yeah.
There's like an unarmed weapon.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't think I had time to.
Nice roll, keeper.
It's okay. You fight back. And you kind of bop it in the nose. And that's all it takes. Number 6 goes down. Nope, number
Fuck
4
yeah.
goes down. My bad. Nope, no wait, no, 4 is on Maynard. Number 6 goes down. I was right in the first place.
I got number 2 and 4 on my body.
You got number 4 and 5.
3 and
actually.
4.
4 and 5.
Oh, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Y'all worms look
So
alike.
many worms, hard to keep track.
And now number 7 comes after Anna. He's looking for the bitey bite.
Smack it again.
Smack it a one. This time it connects. It hits you right on that shoulder and starts to
Ow.
nyam nyam nyam. And takes gives you 1 point of damage. And the 8, 9, and 10 worms are going after the children, and they do find them and start to latch themselves on the children. And you start to hear the wails of the children as 3 of them are embraced by what is a very, very, very large leech.
Children don't get a turn? Come on. When John Doe was a child, he had murdered at least 9 turtles.
Now you're just reading a book. Now you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're just reading a book. You ain't part of this.
What?
I think he shot his gun that one time. You know, that ineffective shot.
I shot my gun last turn.
Yeah, I know. I remember it not connecting with anything. That was great.
Okay, Mr. I haven't done anything useful today.
You mean besides kill 2 worms, dickhead?
Yeah,
He's
come
still
on.
totally
That's like
carrying
barely
this.
anything. I shot a dude.
That's back and fighting again. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
Oh, you're finished?
I
Oh, okay.
progressed us to stage 2 of the boss.
Okay. Yeah. This phase 2 is going great, by the way. Thank you for that. I'm not bitter.
So, with the in-house squabble done, the 8, 9, and 10 worms starting to slowly devour the children and leach their blood
Nice.
from their bodies, and you hear them
Mhm.
cry out in pain. And then it is back to Avocado's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out the knife from my hacky sack and cut the worm off of Maynard's arm.
She goes too deep. You lost an arm.
Go ahead and roll your knife attack.
She's going to fumble and kill me.
Got this, don't worry. There we go.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa, shit. All right.
She does successfully
How'd it go?
come back down the
I cut
stairs.
it up like sashimi as well.
Yes, you want to eat tapeworm sashimi.
She eats
She,
it
she
afterwards and
teppanyakis it,
regains
like
2
lifts
hit
it up and
points.
throws it at Feardragon.
I just imagine wife
Do I
like
get my bread back?
like
Since I
her
got two?
eating the tapeworm is like wife bot eating those like fucking disgusting jelly beans. She's like,
You should regain health for that, by the way.
no, you don't regain health from eating berry positive flavored jelly beans. So she comes up and slices and dices, and the teeth eventually let go as well because the body has been cut in half. And Maynard loses 1 worm.
I'm down to 1 worm.
Down 1 worm. Yes.
Congrats.
Thanks, Livy.
You're
If I
welcome.
die, it's only partially your fault.
It's fair.
Next is John Doe,
And Twitch chat.
who can
And
roll a
Twitch chat.
sanity check.
Last time rolling sanity check, right?
Was that?
Turn 3. I rolled a 3 on my 1d6.
No, that's 3 hours, dude. Yeah, you were insane for a long time.
Game's brutal.
What is even the point?
All right, so you are not in control of your actions. You continue to read the King in Yellow, considering it's the only way out of this situation, as it still looks very dire. Roll 1d10. You lose 7 points of sanity, and you are still insane. You also now find yourself obsessed with the King in Yellow, and start to
So,
think about it all the time. Go ahead.
besides
Yeah, for the next
that,
3 minutes that he gets to survive for.
I'm at 35 sanity. I feel like there's some permanent shit that's happened by now.
You actually have I was gonna go over this after the fight. You now have an incredible fear of any blood whatsoever. A nosebleed will send
blood?
you. Yeah, a nosebleed will send you into a panic.
Cool. As someone who shoots people for a living, this will be no problem.
Told you you're chasing a hitman.
It's all right, man. You can switch to rock salt or beanbags and shoot people with those.
I can just shoot people and close my eyes.
Just bruise them a lot. Or on the throat, maybe.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Got your solution right there.
Bruising's only internal bleeding, not external.
Yeah, exactly.
It's, to be clear, it's the sight of blood, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's saying he'll murder blindfolded.
I will actually close my eyes when I shoot.
It's the other way that the Daredevil got to be made. Okay, so John Doe is now insane and obsessed with the King in Yellow. And now it is beep, boop, 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 bop, bop, bop. Amos' turn.
I would like to punch the other worm,
Please
the one
do.
that still remains in my arm, because it's going to kill me next turn if I don't. Hooray!
Yeah. All right. Worm number 5 is taken out with a punch. It flops on the floor and then dies. Next up is Anna.
I tried and hit the one that's attacking me.
The one that's attacking me was number 7, so go ahead and roll. You're unarmed.
Ugh.
You try and take a punch at the ground, but it kind of slithers away and situates itself for another attack. Which, coincidentally, it's its turn now. So it dodges your attack and then gets reared up on its tail, I guess, and dives for your neck again. So.
Ugh.
Gross.
No.
Yucky.
Stop it.
I think you got to
What do
roll
I-
again,
I roll
Olivia,
a dodge,
to like
right?
defend,
Yeah, you roll. Well, if you want to dodge,
or a counterattack. Just saying,
Oh, okay.
counterattacks can maybe kill 2 worms.
What's a counterattack? Brawl?
yeah,
Brawl.
just brawl.
Ugh.
You do not successfully get that, so it actually latches onto you and starts gnawing away. Wait a minute, was 7 the one that not? Wait, didn't you have one that was attached to you before?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. You said it was on my shoulder.
Oh yeah, okay. So you actually punch you tried to punch your shoulder and somehow you missed. Can't really explain that one to be honest, but you missed the one on your shoulder. Maybe you hit its tail and it was kind of a glancing blow type thing because you're freaking out a little bit by having a worm on you. And then
Anna was
instead of
picked last in sports class and
yes, obviously.
in high school.
And
Yo, do you want to get healed? Do you want to get patched up?
instead of
What's
attacking
happening
you,
here?
it just continues latching on and deals 1 point of damage. And now it is 8, 9, and 10. They are still attached to the children who are still crying out in pain as they lose their blood. But it does go back to Avocado's turn. There are 3 worm left. 4, actually. One on Anna's arm. And the zombie is left, too.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I feel like I should probably help Anna first. And I'll grab my knife and cut that one.
Okay, go ahead.
It's on my neck.
So you're in good hands, Anna.
Oh my god!
Oh, no!
Give me that hand.
Oh, I was waiting for that to happen. Oh no! So
Olivia
you're like,
on Olivia
you're
violence.
very confident from killing. You're very confident from killing the worm on Maynard's arm. So you go after the one on Olivia's neck, right? It's kind of like right here on the shoulder. Barely didn't get her neck. And you kind of like, don't worry, I got this, all right? And you slice right across the worm, except you slice just a little bit up. What is do you know the damage for your knife? I can probably look it up.
1d4?
All right, well, roll 1d4 then. You deal 4 damage
Oh my god.
to Olimoley's character as you slice right
Oh, no.
above the worm, and get her
Oh,
right in the
no.
neck.
How much
Not the
HP do you
jugular,
have?
but like in the neck.
I only have
Doesn't
7.
even get the worm.
7?
So I only
Okay.
have 3 now.
Okay. Oh, you're fine.
She's like, it's cool. You're fine. It's cool.
Yeah, 3. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, now it is John Doe's turn. Roll insanity.
All right. Enjoy.
You are still very, very insane, and you are reading from The King in Yellow, which you have become absolutely fascinated with. It is the most interesting you've ever read. In fact, your friends might want to see it too.
Have
Let's
I
see
learned any
here.
spells from it yet?
You might.
Oh no, do I lose more sanity?
You don't. You're already pretty damn insane, but you decide that you have read everything you need to know, and you are ready to try a spell.
All right, I'm down. I'm actually down with this. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's see what
Let's
spell
do
you're gonna
it.
read. Let's fucking do it. Oh my god, we're gonna cast
Let's
spells.
fucking
We're gonna do
go.
fucking magic.
Betty,
So,
I am so ready for this spell. You don't even know.
you think so? The last thing you attacked was the zombie, right?
Yeah, he
Bitch,
tried to
I
shoot her
didn't
in the head.
attack it. I destroyed it.
You didn't though.
It's super still killing us for something that's destroyed.
You definitely didn't.
Can you just fucking not right now? Okay.
It's not fucking negative. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Okay. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read a little bit more. I have an idea. I'm gonna read a little bit more.
Oh my god, you have an idea? I have an idea.
Don't make me bring out the Valley Girl voice. This entire
Fear Dragon should
campaign.
have another beer.
I
think.
live in California. I will outdo you on the Valley Girl.
He's closer to the
I
valley.
mean,
It's true.
I'm a girl, so I feel like I have an upper hand here.
But he's closer to the valley.
I'm pretty feminine. I'm pretty sure I could outdo
You know what?
this.
You think you are so confident in your abilities. You have read this book. You speed read it, within like 10 minutes, and you're so confident in your ability to cast magic spells from this book. A little glossary back there was like how to cast a magic spell, hocus pocus. That you try to dominate the zombie, which costs you 1 magic point, 1 sanity point, FYI. Roll
I don't even
your.
have a magic points listed.
It's like I think it's a calculation. Just
Like it's literally listed as current.
Yeah, so what's the other number?
Oh, 15. So I guess 14?
Yeah.
yeah. So go ahead and roll your pow. First time pow has really made an appearance.
No.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh,
You
bitch, can you just fucking listen here? All right,
my
we're having a hard
God.
time, and I'd really like it if you just fucking worked with us a little bit. Okay.
Okay. So here's what happens, all right? So it's called dominate. It's instantaneous. It bends the will of the target to that of the caster. For the spell to take effect, the caster must succeed in an opposed power roll with the target. If successful, the target obeys the commands of the caster without exception until the next combat round concludes. So you have control of the fat zombie with worms in its stomach.
Oh my god, I think this would be like a gret time if it just told us
Stop it.
about
Y'all
how
both
it's
stop it. I'm tired of
feeling
it.
and maybe about
Olimoley is attacked by a bunch of worms. She's like, "You're done. You're done, kid."
I'm gonna have this stupid zombie, like, at this point, kill itself. Straight up suicide. We're done with this zombie.
How do you do that? What do you
Through
tell it to do?
domination?
What do you tell it to do?
I tell it to end its existence. Does domination relies on the fact that it would have knowledge that I wouldn't necessarily know, right? So it would have knowledge about how to end its own existence.
That's a good question. It doesn't really
Because
specify.
it's not like
deep here.
reading my mind on what I know about it, and then I'm not like
It obeys the command, so I think you have to
It obeys
command
the
it
commands.
specifically to do
Yeah.
something. You can't just be like, figure it out yourself.
Kill yourself. I don't know. Shit.
keep trying to kill yourself until you're dead.
Okay. It starts to kind of look around. It was gonna devour one of the children, but it kind of looks around and sees the gun they had laid on the table and picks it up and shoots itself in the head. Which I assume hits. I mean, it'd be really sad if you miss it. No, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry.
Can I write this as a spell that I now know?
Well, next combat round, so it doesn't last forever.
Oh. No, I mean, but, like,
the spell. Yeah, you actually,
for
you
the
have the
future.
spell now.
Yeah! Totally worth it.
So it does 3
Dominate.
damage to itself, but it's not dead, and it just sits there with the trigger still ready to be pulled again. Now it is Amos's turn.
I'm gonna try taking a shot at. So is Anna being attacked by a worm, right?
Mhm.
Yes, yeah, she is.
And she has how many hit points left?
3, 4.
Yeah, 3.
Olivia, I'm going
3.
to ask your permission. Would you
Oh,
like me
God.
to shoot at this worm that's...
No! No, please do not.
He has really good shoot though.
I'm a really good shooter.
Can you just beat it?
I'm better at shooting than beating.
I,
Kappa.
I feel like your gun can, like, really kill me, so...
It can really kill you, but so can my fists. My handgun roll is 89. My brawl is 50.
Fine, go for it. I can't save you guys anymore.
I pull out the Colt 45 and I take a shot.
Whew, okay. You
Blam.
kind of like your arms are a little like banged up. They're a little bloody, but you kind of do like the little like, I got this. Don't worry about it. And you shoot it. And it doesn't even matter what amount of points damage. You kill it. You kill it good.
Fuck
It
yeah.
literally just explodes. And you can't even tell if it's on the ground or not. So you have successfully killed worm number 7, leaving 3 worms and an injured zombie.
Tight.
Now it is Anna's turn.
Alright, so no more worms around me?
Not around you.
You're worm
no.
free. There's
Alright.
the children are getting fucked up though.
Yeah, it's time to help the kids.
Is it though?
What about killing the zombie?
We just move on to the next room. Remember there's that dude that ran away?
As long as the worms are busy
can
with
I
the
take-
kids, they're not busy with
Can I
us.
take out my
That's all I'm
gun
saying.
now?
You can, yes.
Oh, what happened to the big guy? What's he doing right now?
He's
He's being dominated. He's killing
killing
himself.
himself.
Oh, okay, so, I guess I'm gonna run over to those children and then, try to get the worms.
Okay. You can only punch one worm at a time. Or shoot one worm at a time.
Right. God, I'm so sorry, kids. If I shoot you.
She just does it like she sits back and the kids look at her. She makes eye contact. She takes out her gun. She's just like,
Oh, God!
nice.
Fortunately,
I told you guys to
It's
run!
not. It's not a fumble
it's
though.
not a fumble.
Okay.
If it was a fumble, you'd kill a kid.
Yes,
you just miss.
you would. Absolutely. You kind of like try and do the same thing that Maynard did. You're like a little injured and like a little woozy, and you try and kill it, but you just end up shooting off to the side and making a dent in the cement wall behind them. So
How many kids are alive right now?
6.
Oh, there are
They're
a
all
lot
alive.
of them.
Ugh.
Oh, we have
disappointing.
plenty of time to interrogate one.
You don't know how much longer they have.
A worm can only attack one at a time.
They've had 2 rounds of sucking on those guys. They're about to have a 3rd one.
Nice.
Okay, so it can kill
Nice.
one extra? We only need one child.
Livy's so close to passing out.
Dude, Livy actually is probably asleep. She's just having the most wonderful dream. She's like, I'm in a fucking dungeon getting fucked up by worms.
All right, Anna fails. 8, 9, and 10 continue sucking on the blood of the children. And it is now Avocado's turn once more.
Okay, great. I think maybe it's priority to get rid of the big guy, right?
It's up to
Or-
you.
Or is it more, of a kind thing to do to help kids?
You could
That's
put
what
them out
Anna
of
tried to do,
misery.
right?
Her moral compass is needles a little broken.
You decide.
She's like, how do I be a good person right now?
Well, the bread didn't feed the worms for some reason. So that baffled
Crazy,
me.
right?
So I'm a bit lost
Hmm.
what to do. I'm thinking
Oh, water's so good.
killing the zombies the
Water's
best.
all right, but how about whiskey?
I've been drinking whiskey. It's so hard to keep track of what you guys are doing.
I mean, as long as we're alive, we're technically winning, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're winning. We're doing great.
Jesus.
We're
I
not
have 1 hit
always
point.
gonna
That's
be
1
on
more
the
than I
same
need.
Side when we're all alive.
Maybe I can shoot the zombie with my Glock.
Okay.
My
go-
Glock.
My
go
flintlock.
ahead. You already used 1 shot. I should make you reload, but it's fine. You failed anyways. You try and shoot
It
the
takes
zombie.
10 minutes to reload it.
It's literally sitting there with another gun pointed at its head, and you try and shoot it, and it's like, nope, you miss.
Nope.
Next on to John Doe. Sanity check. You are still not in control of your actions. Dominate
Wow,
seemed to
what a
work.
surprise!
Dominate seemed to work pretty well, but I mean, maybe there's something better in this spell book. What if there's something like really good in this spell book? You know, what if you could like, I don't know, like maybe like summon like your own demon to kill the other demon?
Oh,
actually sounds great.
no.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
that be awesome?
let's do that. Actually, I'm actually totally on board with that.
Wouldn't that be so fucking cool?
Oh my god, guys. I could just summon Cthulhu and he'd be on our side.
Oh my god, that would be so amazing.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yo, sane or not, I'm on board with this plan.
Roll 1d3.
Oh, I'm on Twitch chat. Hold on. Hold on, let me have a little more beer. Okay.
You lose 3
3.
sanity.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. Now, now roll 1d6.
All right. 6. Oh my god, I'm
Cool.
rolling like a god right
So
now.
you take 10 rounds to try and contact a goal. Good luck with that.
Oh my god, I think that's legit enough to contact Cthulhu, right?
A goal? No. Also 10 rounds. I just want you to keep
Well,
that in
Cthulhu
mind.
is my goal.
I only laugh because I'm drunk.
What they call a pity laugh. It's when someone's not funny, but they're trying to make them feel better, you know?
So you're doing like the fucking like, you know, like Naruto shit with the hands, and you're like speaking tongues and shit.
It's just like,
You're speaking tongues, and you're like, "I got this, guys." They have no idea what you're
I'm
doing.
on board.
Sexy
I'm
no
on
jutsu.
I didn't know this was an option, and if I knew it was an option, I would be doing this when I was sane.
If you do Naruto hand symbols until your next turn, I will let you summon the ghoul right now.
You shouldn't have given me that option.
Okay, now it is. It is the worm 8, 9, and 10's options. They are still devouring the children, and boom, one small 6-year-old girl falls over lifeless, all blood drained from her, very pale. And she is
There's still 4 left, right?
5, including the
5?
kid out in
Yeah,
the
we're good.
hallway.
No worries.
Thank you, up a tree, Zelda. Guys, it was a hell of a
Motherfucker.
time.
Thanks, Sal.
Motherfucker, Sal. I know you did.
What's up,
Now
Sal?
it is Avocado's turn.
All right, sweet. Well, listen, I ain't even gonna be bothered reloading that piece of crap flintlock gun.
Okay.
Thing's a waste of time.
Take
I'll
out the Bowie knife.
probably- I take out my other loaf of bread. No, I'm just kidding. Look, get the knife and I don't know if I want to attack it, to be honest. It could go badly.
I mean, the worst case scenario is that you'd miss. Well,
Well,
actually, technically,
that
it's,
definitely for sure is not the worst case
Yes.
scenario.
I caught myself there. You know, you could roll 100 and kill one of us, or a child.
True. Okay, you know what? I'll slash it. I'll slash it.
The zombie?
Yeah, the zombie.
Okay.
It's gonna go badly, I think. Okay.
You succeed.
Tight.
Tight. Alright, real tight.
And it's taken 3 points from its gunshot and 6 points from you. Excuse me. So now it is John Doe's turn. Roll sanity.
Okay, but I want you to know I kept this Naruto pose this entire time.
You
And
can't
you
just
did
keep
promise.
one pose.
You can't keep one pose. That's
No,
not doing. You got to do the hands the whole
I
time.
was cycling.
I saw you
You were
type
not.
to chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with this, I was typing like this. Do you know how hard that was?
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
You
Amazing
promised
job.
me.
Amazing job, Fear
Okay.
Dragon. John
I'm gonna roll
Doe
sanity now.
successfully summons a ghoul
I fumbled.
and is no longer in control of the ghoul. And now you bitches have a ghoul to also defeat who appears from the
God.
ground beneath John Doe's feet.
Do I know that I'm not in control of it yet?
Yes, because you messed up your ninjutsu and you know that you messed up and now it's
Your
no
ghoul
longer under your
ninjutsu.
control.
Oh no. Oh no.
Your kung fu is bad kung fu.
There
You
is
fucked
a
up.
Fucking
John
ghoul
Doe,
now.
John Doe, do bad.
Okay.
I say nothing to the group. I don't want to look weak.
I can't
I want them
believe
all to
you've
think
done
I'm
that.
tough. So I say nothing. Oh, you
I can't
fucking
believe
idiot.
you've done this.
Can't believe
Um,
you've done this.
It is Big Boy's turn. Big Boy is now very, very mad at the person who made him shoot himself.
Wait, he's not
Does he know
dominated
that?
anymore?
No.
Oh.
He's not as mad against the person who cut him. He's more mad at the person who made him shoot himself. So he looks right at John and starts lumbering his way over there. With his hair all out and his face now like basically just hanging down because his like muscles don't work anymore and his belly
Oh,
that's
great,
wide
his
open
muscles
and
don't work.
gruesome.
He can't walk over to me, right?
Zombie technicality overruled
Ah.
with magic. And then his intestines still hanging out, and he's like lumbering over, and he just goes and does a whole big chomp right on your neck.
That ain't gonna be good.
You can try and dodge if you want.
Rolled a 20, by the way, so good luck.
Oh wait, me. Right.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you.
I dodge with dexterity.
Yeah.
Success.
Nah, but you didn't beat 20.
Whatever,
Yeah.
it's still success
Nah,
in
dog.
my mind.
Nah, dog. You get a big old chunk of flesh ripped out of your shoulder. You lose 5 hit points.
What? That's more than half of my hit points.
Oh, you had 10 hit points this whole time, and you're
No, I
complaining
had
about losing.
9.
Oh,
And that's not even my current hit points. My current hit points was 7. I'm at 2.
so you're on 2 now. Okay.
Why do you seem okay with this? Why do you seem happy about this?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that you brought this on y'all selves.
I did
right?
nothing to deserve this.
Avocado left. John Doe fought to ensure that his ninjutsu worked.
And I want to also quote that you said twice. I'm actually completely fine with this if I was saying I would do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ghoul part, not the getting mauled.
And casting Dominate.
Yeah, I did good. The
Poor
ghoul
Livibee.
or the zombie tried to kill itself.
This fight has taken almost an hour.
Yeah, I actually have to. I have to bounce very shortly.
I know. I tried to end it and a fucking goal
Uh-huh.
appeared.
We might just have to save it for next time.
Can you
We're-
save in the middle of combat?
Should we?
How's this game work?
Just save screen?
Can we save state?
Save state?
Mhm.
This will make it tasty for everyone out there in chatland that gets hyped by this show because you know what? I'm on 1 hit point. Feardragon just lost half of his hit points, more than actually.
I'm at
Like-
2 hit points.
He's at 2 hit points. Livybee's got a knife.
Yeah.
I'm almost dead too.
I really hope
Olivia
you will
Prime is
come
also almost
prepared
dead.
with your alternative characters.
Big Zombie is still alive. And how many worms?
3.
And they're on the
And-
kids.
5 frightened children and a partridge in a pear tree.
The
All right.
partridge is a worm.
The last thing that happened was Big Boy took his turn and chomped on John Doe. That's where
Do
we'll
we,
end.
Sorry, everyone.
Awkwardly
That's-
enough, you guys will increase your skill points by the amount that you did before the fight started, which isn't much. But that's how awkward it
I
has to
thought-
be.
I mean, we get a backlog of our rolls, right? So we can do it post combat.
Yeah. You can do
So-
it after. You can do it whenever you want, but you should.
Sorry, I
just
fucked up
remember.
like 10 times anyway.
No worries.
That is
Okay.
excellent.
Thanks for
Yeet.
watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the absolute this. I thought the car ride was bad, but this has been.
It was the best and
absolutely-
also the worst episode ever on the show.
Yeah.
It's one of the best, one of the worst. But I hope you all enjoyed. Please follow these lovely people on their channels, and thank you so much to Kybrit for the 120 gifted fucking subs. I don't know if I'm going to stream after this. I feel like I should. That was insane. But yeah, as I said, make sure to follow these lovely people, and we'll hopefully see you all very soon. Maybe in about 3 weeks' time. We'll always
Yeah,
deliberate.
you want to see the
and
last
let you know.
episode that I'm alive in? Tune
Oh,
in next week.
yeah. We have 3 weeks to think of a solution.
Goodbye, guys.
Or
Make sure
make
to
new
check out.
characters.
Make sure to check out the VODs in case you missed anything. And we'll see you later. Bye bye.
Bye.